And good evening, Trojan fans, and welcome out to Memorial Stadium, high above the Baton Rouge skyline, and we are ready for quarterfinal playoff action. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. 446 Sports is in the house to bring you this exciting matchup. It is Catholic of Baton Rouge, the 4 seed. It is the Trojans of Alexandria, your 5 seed. It is going to be nothing less than a pure all-out battle tonight. The winner of this gets to go on and face the winner of Edna Carr and Evangel in the semifinals. What'll happen? We'll see in about an hour. It is an extended countdown to kick off again. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. And Nick, welcome aboard, buddy.
Hey, man, it's great to be here. 53 degrees in the Red Stick. Feels like 53, 40% humidity. Northeast wind 3 miles an hour. Glad that has calmed down since earlier. Flag is not moving, and the sun is already set. It's going to rise at 6:42 a.m. tomorrow morning, Doug.
So you're going to give us another one of those sunrise things instead of a sunset.
Yep.
Look, Nick, it is, man, this is what you've worked all season for. This is the type of football environment. You look around and you look at the bracket, and there's 8 teams remaining in there. Of course, you see those all along the bottom on your Saddler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. But, Nick, this is just what Division I non-select is all about.
Yep, that's for sure. All 8 teams left have a recent history of going very far, also have some very good long-term history as well, and excited about this matchup, excited to be here. Second time that I've been at this facility, and this facility is beautiful. It's obviously older, and there's a few amenities that I'd like to have a little bit different, but it's really, really cool, and this U-shaped stadium is really, really neat.
It's where Catholic plays their home games all throughout the season here. As you come across the old bridge and take a right, don't take the Scotlandville exit and Natchez on 61. Keep on going down a little bit further, and you'll hop on the interstate and come in. The backside of it we did. But, Nick, you mentioned playing here before or being here before. Of course, Andy Bryson and Gridiron Football USA has had their last 2 seasons Gridiron Football All-American Bowl games played here, and it'll be nice that it's back home in central Louisiana and not having to come back here.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be at Louisiana Christian University, and also last year we had three Trojans that participated in that event that was here, so that made it extra special to call that game and also have 3 Trojans down here the last time we were here.
All 3 playing on Saturdays as well in that one, and so it's great to see what comes out of that bowl game. They've had about a 96% signing rate out of that game, and it's just a tremendous one, and it'll be coming up December 30th at Louisiana Christian. But we've got a lot of work to go before then. This is a big one tonight, and you look if you look back and see storied traditional programs, Catholic Baton Rouge certainly is there. You look at the gauntlet that we went through last season on the way to the Dome, and it was your John Curtis and Evangel and Bird and those guys to get there. Well, you get up here and look at some of the 8 teams that are in this bracket tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, Edna Carr, defending state champ, actually has eliminated us the past 2 years from the playoffs. And like I said, Coach Bryce Brown, the job that he does there. The 2 seed this year is Turling's Catholic, also a 446 team, 446 sports team with Mikey Corville, and he's brought them to the quarterfinals, and they've had a great run at it. And then, I mean, 3 seed St. Aug. We know St. Aug's season. Now, St. Aug, most of their history has been in 4A.
Right.
It used to be them and Carr in the 4A championships over and over again. Then the 4 seed, is your Catholic Baton Rouge, and they have they lost last year to Edna Carr in the semifinals, 21-19. Their last state championship was in 23. They won it in 20 and 21, so 3 state championships in the last 5 years, the last 5 seasons. Big group there. Then your Trojans, number 5 seed. What a great job that they have done this year. And like I said, you just go on and on with the powerhouses that are Evangel's number 8 seed. We know the history there, and it's been a little while since they've had a run at it. 7 seed is your John Curtis You know, I mean, how often are
and that's another rematch. That's
Yes.
a rematch. They're down at Turlings. That game was played at John Curtis a year ago. The winner of that, eventual winner of that, John Curtis, moved on to play Ash.
That's correct. And then the St. Aug competition tonight is Archbishop Brummel, who took down the Indians last week. They're an 11 seed, but I mean, you're just talking about powerhouse programs. Rummel has won a state championship. I think they won in 20, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, in 22.
22.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, it's just these last 8 teams. I mean, you have recent tradition. You have tradition from like Catholic from John Curtis from years and years. Then like I said, you have Edna Carr, St. Aug. Turlings. Has always had the gauntlet of getting past STM.
Yes.
They beat STM in the season this year, first time in 11 years. Then STM was eliminated last week by John Curtis. So just great tradition, and that's what 5A football in state of Louisiana is.
And take nothing away from the other side of the bracket. Then you jump into the non-select that has 3 of the 4 remaining 2 5A teams that are in there in action tonight. Ruston, Ouachita, and Neville all do battle. And so, as tried and tested as 2 5A is, that Catholic League, man, they're on display here in the final 3 weeks of the season.
Yes, for sure. And like you talked about, I mean, just starting off the top here on the Zachary Central is hosting Zachary.
That's a rematch there, too.
Neville hosting Bar Buccaneers, who went up and upset West Monroe.
One of the highest-ranked teams to advance to where they're at 26.
Ruston Bearcats, who've been in the Dome traditionally for the past 3 or 4 years, hosting Southside Sharks, which, a lot of people this week talk about Southside. Next year was supposed to be their year, and you see what they're doing.
And you look into it, that's Jess Curtis, who moved on from Manny, spent a year at Natchitoches Central, and then has made his way down into a football-rich, talent-wise and facility-wise as well, Southside. And you don't have to guess, they're on the south side of Lafayette, where a lot of that growth is down there. And Jess and company have really built what kind of offense they run? Same as they ran at Manny. They run it very well now too. And so you got to admit, they blow out Karen Crow earlier in the year. And it's going to be, there's just the Division I select and non-select are just loaded.
Yeah, and then the final quarterfinal, the last quarterfinal in that group was, which I think this is kind of a underestimated pairing here, is Parkway Panthers out of Bossier hosting the Ouachita Parish Lions. And of course, we called the Lions, and we talked about how they were going to ruin somebody's playoffs. They've already ruined 2 people's playoffs.
Yeah, Destrehan thought they would with that home game. A lot of folks thought Destrehan. They saw a 5-5 team, a 6-4 team that was rolling along into the playoffs. Looked like they were limping in there, but look at their 4 losses. They're all 2 5A teams, and what do you know? They're remaining in this as well. So
and they're non-district. It wasn't a cupcake schedule.
Correct.
I mean, they played Franklin Parish. They beat Franklin Parish. Which they beat Sterlington. I mean, they were, they've had a really good season. So yeah, so in 5A football, Doug, I mean, any one of these 16 teams between the 2 divisions could win it. There's a lot of tradition. There's a lot of new tradition. With your Trojans here, and we're excited. 3rd year in a row they made the quarterfinals.
Yes.
So that's great. Like I said, we wanted to finish this year in the Dome, in a victory, but got to take care of business tonight.
There's a lot to do. You'll see that one thing about it, it's going to be very loud tonight here in Memorial Stadium. You just on cue, they cue the horns across the way. But we've watched a lot of film on games here at Memorial Stadium, and this Catholic fan base, the student section, they're right on the field in that corner of the end zone down there and are going to be very, very loud.
Yeah, I can tell it's not college game day because they're not here yet. But I would think come around 6:40, 6:45 that we'll definitely see the student body. But another thing, Doug, you talked about the Cur Dogs,
right?
The Bears,
right?
I mean, what's that's one thing we didn't research. We didn't research. I have all their records and everything, but we did not research what exactly why they're called. They're called 2 different things.
They will be in their traditional black home uniforms with the orange and white stripe down the side. You see the Trojans in all white, and they'll stay in that as they will be road warriors the rest of the way along here. And I don't mind these uniforms so much, Nick, other than the homecoming ones. These are white with the big, bold purple letters on them, and it sure makes it easy to call.
It sure does. So you just called Ed in the car. The winner of this is going to have Ed in the car.
That's
because when you said they're going to be road warriors,
that is
the rest
true.
of the way.
Yes.
So let's not give up on Pop yet. But no, I agree with you, Doug. Both these uniform combinations are great for broadcasters, and like I said, I know for you all at home who don't make the trip on the camera, you guys can see even the yellow jerseys, the numbers on the yellow jerseys very clearly. But for us, and it's not my age. But no, we definitely appreciate the color combinations. And Doug, just excited. I mean, your Coach Bachman Tuesday night. I mean, like he always does. Doesn't give a lot of information out.
That's right.
But was really talking about the guys and how focused and how. And I'll let you kind of give some of the information, but how they were feeling better health-wise.
They are, and, that's been – we said back, Nick, even you and I, and counted back a number of weeks at the time that it's been since the Trojans have been full strength on there, because Noble went out in week 4. And then you have him out for a little while. And then Kaysen goes out for a couple of weeks on there. Then you had Griffin that went out. Jayton has been out a bulk of the season. Richard was out some towards the end. KJ Ray was out, and he's out indefinitely or out through the season. But I'm just telling you, this is the first time the Trojans have been as healthy as they are. And that's one of the things that helped them make that big run last year, is they never really got injured. And Coach Bachman says, hey, we're getting healthy at the right time. And that's about all you can ask for.
Yeah, we know Grayson Thibodeau and Ethan Richard are supposed to be game time decisions.
Yes.
They don't have the big fellas out here yet, so we'll kind of see that as they go through warm-ups. Hadn't seen K5, I hadn't seen Griffin out yet, but they're on punt returners and kick returners right now. Who's on the field? So
yeah, and I think they'll keep him limited and away from it because. Hayden Burford has done a great job of closing things in, and then you've got Noble, you've got Kaysen and Doherty that have done a great job at returning kicks. But look, they will continue. This Catholic Baton Rouge team will move the ball around on kickoffs. They do a lot with it. Special teams. It's two very similar teams with their approach to aggressiveness and going after it.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a great game, great matchup. Really look forward to it. Got a good friend of mine who's actually his birthday's today just texted me. He's listening. He drives a UPS truck a long range. And Chris Bond, happy birthday. And he's from South Central Louisiana, Doug, one of our boys. And appreciate him listening. Hopefully he'll enjoy the call tonight.
So my curiosity is, and we talked about it on the way down here, is what we'll see when we go to drop you off. Because we take that road, that Woodworth exit off of the interstate, and 3 weeks ago, we saw the Kisatchie horses crossing around, what was it, midnight?
Yeah,
maybe?
Kisatchie wild horses. We saw them.
And they were all the paint horses.
Yep.
And a couple of weeks later, we saw 2 big, pretty nice buck deer.
Yes, yeah, and that was the first time I've actually seen, living there for 14 years, I've actually seen 2 bucks run. But yeah, and
may see Sasquatch tonight. Who
knows?
knows?
Yeah, yeah, it would be very interesting. I do know one thing: no matter what we see, when we pull up to my address, the dogs will be waking somebody up. So no, but that's some personal information that we appreciate you guys allowing us to do. We are human, and that's part of the process. Whenever you tune into the 446 Sports.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the stars of the game the last few weeks. We talked about them some last week. We'll have our starting lineups tonight also, and if there's any adjustments we need to make. Also, stick around. In the bottom of the hour, we will tune in for our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. So all of that is going on. We're about 45 minutes away from kickoff. We'll be right back. You're watching Ash Trojan Playoff Football on 446 Sports.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticClub.com.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And we are back here. I don't know what that was, but Nick fixed whatever it was that was going on in there, and now I have to steady myself just a little bit. Welcome back. You are with us here in the Trios Press Box. Nick, the Trios Press Box all the way down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana here, Memorial Stadium. Baton Rouge, what is EC? What is Breck? Baton Rouge. Anyway, there you go. Breck is what it is. Their recreation, Baton Rouge Recreation is here. And this is where, if you'll recall, the Baton Rouge Rougarou play right up the way at Pete Goolsbee Field. Also, that's your champions of that league that they were in. And Ronnie Rance owns that group, and they are now owners of the Lake Charles Gumbo. So there you go, and that's just a little way to get you orientated with where we are. The Trojan fans are starting to make their way in here. And certainly want to give a big shout out before we get things going for the folks that are helping us get this in the air. Got a couple of our guys from other crews making their way in here. Matthew Magnana was with us. He's down on the field tonight. He'll be running things from down there and getting some video. Of course, KP Miles is along for our interviews at halftime and pregame and at the end of the game. Landon Anderson joins us on camera, and Nick Morrow is here running the buttons and pushing the instant replays and doing all of that stuff. So we welcome Nick and Landon up in the booth with us here, and hope things end up a little better on this game than they did in their last one on there. But excited to have those guys down here. Nick, one thing about it, you talked about the weather when we got in here. The temperature as kickoff nears is going to drop a little bit more, and it's going to be a chilly one this evening.
How ironic is it that you just said that whenever I just got a thing across my phone saying that the Bears head coach had a shirtless celebration after beating the Eagles. How cold is it in Chicago right now? But
Jason could tell us.
Yes,
but
yes.
Jason's here, so
yeah. But no, let's look at the update on the weather for right now. It feels like it has dropped. Let's see as it's coming up. We'll see. But yeah, whenever you gave Nick credit for fixing the stuff,
no, it was you. I gave credit to.
So. No, we're actually, here we go. No, we're still at 53 degrees. Humidity's actually gone up a little bit. So yes, when the humidity goes up, it does feel cooler. So that's gonna be one of those. This is the coolest temperatures we've had all season for your Trojans. First time playing with or broadcasting this year with sleeves for me. So definitely tough. up here.
You look on your screen, and there it is. This is the 2025 LHSAA Quarterfinal edition of the playoffs in Select Division I. We are at Memorial Stadium here in Baton Rouge. You see the number 4 ranked Catholic High Bears and your number 5 ranked Alexandria Trojans. Again, Nick, we believe we've looked back. This is the first ever meeting between Catholic High and Alexandria.
Yeah, it's the first we could come up with. We didn't, I didn't archive too far, but archived as far as I could. Obviously, didn't go back to the 90s or the 80s, but as far as we know, this is the first time these two have been. And what a matchup it's going to be. Catholic comes in, Doug, from District 4-5A. They're like I said, number 4 seed. Overall record of 9-2. That includes last week's victory over Captain Shreve here.
You take a look real quick to interrupt. Your Trojans are making their way out onto the field. You hear the horns, and that'll give us a chance to look at some of the other guys.
Grayson Thibodeau.
Yeah, there
right
you go.
There in front.
That is so good to see the senior leading folks out, and looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see those guys make it out. So go ahead, Nick, and finish.
Yeah, they were 5-0 in their district. They were district champions. Their district includes Liberty Magnet, Central, Scotlandville, Woodlawn, and Zachary. So very difficult district, probably top 3 district in the state with the Catholic League, and our district up there, which you see that Central's still involved in the playoffs on the other side. Zachary, so they still have 3 from their district in the playoffs. So I mean this is a great Catholic team. Like I said, their last time they won championship was in 23. They're a 5-time state champion. They're a 3-time state runner-up. They have 40 playoff appearances. So their 2 losses this year were to U-High. Were to West Monroe and to Madison Ridgeland in Mississippi. So like I said, definitely competition there that we have.
Indeed it is. And look, what a special part of this show is that we've got a long-time member of the LHSAA staff, Mitch Small, joined us. And, brother, what's been happening? Oh, hang on. Let's get that. There you go.
Hey, Doug, how are you, buddy?
Look, I am doing wonderful, man. How did we get you out of the duck blind or out of the deer stand or wherever it is?
The grandson, Baylor Graves, number 15, is quarterback and senior at Catholic High. So Friday nights, good deer hunting or no deer hunting, we're here.
Look, this is we watched a lot of the videos that we've seen. The crowds here are just amazing.
They've had a great tradition. Catholic High has always had a great tradition. They actually played their games at Olympia for years,
right,
but they kind of outgrew the stadium and thus moved to Memorial for bigger seating.
Look, and it is certainly that. Well, they've had a tremendous season, but you had a great run with the LHSAA. I think you were over a lot of their marketing and different things like that. Tell us about what just it takes in the day-to-day operations of the LHSAA.
It was kind of right place at the right time for me, Doug. I just got graduated from Ohio University Sports Administration program, had my master's, and Tommy Henry was looking to start marketing, television, some alternative revenue sources so he wouldn't have to go back to the schools for more money to run that day-to-day operations at LHSAA. And I was just fortunate to get introduced to him. And at least the National High School Federation says we were the first state to have a full-time marketing director in the country. So that's what I hang my hat on.
Look, and that's tremendous, the work that they do. Of course, getting ready for the playoffs and a big weekend coming up in the middle of December, and you'll be a part of that no matter who's in it.
Well, I'm fortunate the LHSAA, I retired 6 years ago, but the LHSAA still calls me back. I got my call in October if I'd come and announce the awards again in the Dome, so it'll be my 34th year doing the high school state championship awards in the Superdome. Really, really honor for me.
Look, it is an amazing time down there. We went down there last year, of course, on Thursday. It was the first time that I had been to a Sugar Bowl Classic down there, because we went to cover Ash. And it went a couple of days early and just took it all in. I tell you what, we're booked already to go back, just no matter what.
You know, in dealing with marketing, years and years ago we had Gatorade, and then we transitioned to Coke and Powerade, but
Right.
Southern Quality forwarded them, and they sponsored other states, so those guys kind of knew. And I can't tell you how many people told me that Louisiana in the Superdome, nobody did it better as far as the state championships than we did. And fortunately, that relationship with the Superdome is still in place today. And, God, so many great games over the years and huge crowds. And it's just a special time of year to be down in Superdome early December.
It definitely is. And how crazy was it back in 20 when it had to get moved around a little bit and went to Northwestern in that?
That was the only year I didn't go.
That was the
because
only
of COVID and my wife and my mom. We were taking care of my mom and my dad then. And so I reluctantly had to pass on the opportunity to go there.
So you're no longer officially affiliated with the LHSAA.
Retired.
All right. So let's have a prediction on tonight.
Well, I'm partial to the grandson, but I also know the quality of team Ash has. I think the world of Thomas Bachman. I've seen literally thousands of high school coaches in my time, and Thomas is as good as they come.
All right, so I'm not going to bog you down too much, but whenever you announced his name for the awards whenever he was a player from Evangel, do you remember that? Do you remember if he was as good as
I do not. But when I tell you Evangel had a mile-long list of good ones, oh, my goodness. Yes.
Yeah, he holds the record, or he might be second now for the number of catches in the yards
Really?
in one of the championship games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was quarterback in that year?
He was there with Booty the entire time. He was part
John
of that,
David?
Yeah, he was part of that 60-0.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, he was there back in 90. Oh gosh, if he was at 97, he was at 2007. Oops, I'm gonna age him a little bit. So 2005 maybe, I think, or was it 2004, 3? Anyway, right in that time, because he came back when he left Texas Tech, came back over to LC and finished playing for Dunn over there.
I'll tell you all the story about Evangel, and you, the North Louisiana folks will appreciate this story. Mac Chauvin, and you may remember that name, was our head of officials then. And Mac, the teams got the 1-hour practice session back in those days, and this was the Brock Berlin senior year. And Mac Chauvin nudged me on the sideline. We got photography. We had everything going on. But Mac noticed this, and he said, Mitch, look over there. And as God is my witness, Denny Durant is throwing sideline passes, just flipping it back and forth with Berlin, and Mac made the point to say, Denny Durant's throwing tighter spirals to Berlin than Berlin was. And Denny had to be upper 40s, 50 years old back then. It was incredible.
Look, they got a big one tonight. They're getting after it. Look, so all through the years, and I know it's difficult to pick this out, but are there a couple of performances that stood out to you that you just go, wow?
Berlin was one.
Yeah.
60. Now, you got to remember, this was only 5 games. 60-something thousand back then. They've only opened the terrace, I think, 3 times in all of the years, and that was one of them, was Berlin's year.
And there's how many in there, you think?
I don't know how many. I don't know. It was over 61,000 that year. You could look up the records.
Wow. Look, that's I've seen the times where the bags were out and they didn't draw a fraction of that.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I do remember a semifinal matchup at Olympia Stadium when Philip Dees was there, and he was unbelievable. Evangel just seemed to produce him year after year after year. The Evangel West Monroe game when West Monroe went for 2 and they kind of botched the handoff, and the Banks kid Evangel stuffed him. That was a great game. I remember Shaw having West Monroe down on one of them great West Monroe teams, and they were down 19-7 at half, and they picked off a pass on the first series and ran it back for a touchdown second half and came back and beat Shaw, but just so many great memories in there.
Mitch, I'm going to ask you, and you probably do. You get in trouble like I do. You can remember those things. But my wife walks out the door and says, hey, before I get home, I need you to do this. And I'm like, she gets back home like, did you tell me that?
I have a few deer heads mounted, and I'll have buddies come over, and I'm telling them the wind direction that day and what the deer did and this and that. And my wife said, and that's the same guy can't remember to put the garbage out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So, yeah,
you and I are cut from the same cloth, my man. Mitch, I appreciate you stopping by the booth, brother. This is great. I thank you.
There's a gentleman I know is listening to this broadcast up in Alexandria, Mr. Aubrey Sanders, Lee
Yes.
Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yes.
want to tell Mr. Aubrey hello and wish him the best and a happy Thanksgiving. But this is a treat, and it's good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you. We look forward to being down there in December as well. And this is going to be a war.
It will.
This is going to be a war.
These quarterfinal matchups all around the state tonight are really some of the best.
We when we first came on the air and we looked through the 4 quarterfinal matchups in Select Division I, and just like, wow, all of these games.
Yeah, a lot of these kids are going to be playing on Saturdays, no question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I mean, when you look at the history, you have Carr and Evangel. Then you have Turlings playing
John
Curtis.
Yeah.
You have St. Aug playing
Rummel.
playing Rummel
Yeah.
Catholically, and then
that's the best of the best.
We think this is the first ever matchup between Ash and Catholic.
I kind of wondered that myself. I mean, traditionally they've been different
Right.
geographic parts of the state, and I don't ever recall them meeting up at any point.
It really wouldn't have scheduled, and there weren't a lot of times that the Trojans went deep in the playoffs either, and it was not a split, and they were 4A, and they were just wouldn't have ever had that opportunity to meet up.
Look, I remember some really good Catholic teams, the Warwick Dunn years, the Travis Minor years, but they always seemed to run into that juggernaut West Monroe in the playoffs when it was before the split, and it did them in. So.
Look, we run into them every season, and this is one of the things that we were talking about. How good the Catholic League is, of course, but you look, there's still 4 teams in 2-5A that are remaining, 3 over in non-select, and 1 here with Alexandria in there. But you've got Neville, Ouachita, and Ruston all doing battle tonight for spots in the semifinals, and that's crazy.
Central and.
Zachary.
Central and Zachary playing tonight. It's going to be another war.
Yeah, they're in your district, and
That's
then Catholic,
correct.
so there's 3 left out of your district.
That was a 2-point game in the regular season. Central beat them 35-33, so I'm sure Central Stadium is packed already.
There's no doubt about it, and we're keeping an eye on that, of course. One of the Trojans quarterbacks, his family moved down there, and he's quarterbacking for Central. So it's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is. If you're a football fan, it doesn't get much better than this, all culminating in 2 weeks in the Superdome.
100%. Mitch, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Looking
Thank you,
forward to
Doug.
visiting with you again.
Good to see you guys. Thank you.
You too. Long time voice there in the LHSAA, and look, I'm telling you, if you're down in the Superdome, you'll run into him again down there. Tremendous work to see Mitch up here, and we're so grateful that he is a part of what has been a real storied tradition in the LHSAA, Nick.
Yeah, no, very exciting to meet him. Doug, I thought we might have been in trouble whenever we saw the.
When you saw him coming up, I was privy to knowing that he was coming up.
I appreciate that information.
Omaha.
Yeah, great Omaha there. But
now his grandson is quarterback for this Catholic team, so I knew I'd put him on the spot just a little bit and ask him who was there. And KP is going to make his way to giving us
at 6:39.
Giving us a call at 6:39. And big shout out to Ronnie Schwartz, Louisiana Athletic Club, our Keys to the Game sponsor. He's got his feet kicked up back there at home and just watching that fireplace roaring and got some hot cocoa, and he's got the Trojans on the big screen. So
yeah, I wish we were at the Butch with Ronnie tonight, but doesn't always work out that way.
We'll get there next weekend.
Yeah.
How's that? That'd be a great one to have. Going to visit with Coach Thomas Bachman in just a few minutes. It'll be great to have them. KP down on the sideline. I went to fix the clock because nobody was here, and Magnano Matthews got it down there on the sideline. I was like, "Well, that's great." So as we're waiting for KP to call in, we still got a couple of minutes left. I think you said 6:39. We will take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Ash Trojan Playoff Football on 446 Sports.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
Hi, this is Robin with Little Cakes with Big Attitude, and I have some exciting news. Fall is finally here, and that means our amazing fall flavors are ready to go, hot, iced, or frozen. Delight your taste buds with flavors like spiced caramel apple, cinnamon roll, maple pecan, s'mores, and of course, pumpkin spice latte. And just when we thought fall couldn't get any better, we were voted Sinlaw's choice for best bakery and best dessert. Little Cakes with Big Attitude in Alexandria or our Pineville location. Stop by today.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Here's an important.
And we're back here live to Memorial Stadium in Baton Rouge. The Trojans brought the inflatable helmet out here. I love that they brought that on the road with them.
Yeah. It's the first time we've seen it on the road, and good work by the dads there to do that.
It's on your screen now, and you're getting a great look at it. So you found a little information for us in there. You're investigating. See, you're a journalist yet, Nick.
Oh,
I know you didn't like that,
no.
but you're doing great journalism work.
Inquisitive. So the reason why that's a motto for the Catholic High Bears is Curdog. The motto is it's from a Coach Weiner, who was here for years.
Hall of Fame Coach Weiner.
He found a motivational speaker called Bob Cade, and during the motivational speech, he talked about how a cur dog came out and fought whenever they had their backs against the wall. And, of course, most people in Louisiana know what a cur dog is. If you don't, it's a hunting dog. They use it. A lot of times they'll use it for deer hunting. They will also use them for hog hunting. And if you've never seen a boar hog, go after a dog, they definitely have to be tough. So that's why that's not the nickname. It's a motivational.
It's a motto. That's right.
It's a motto.
What's a motto?
Yep.
Nothing. What's the motto with you? Sorry, that one. Wow, that's some old Abbott and Costello stuff.
I didn't know what you were talking about, but I'm used to it.
Well, just enjoying our night here.
That's right.
And we're going to get KP on the phone now. Let's get that up and on. And I believe that we've got KP. KP, you there, buddy?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you.
Coach, playoff game. This is what we play all year for. I know you're ready. Give me your thoughts.
Oh, well, I mean, we're ready for this one. A lot of kids have battled through a lot of injuries and adversity. Some of them are going to be in uniform, give us their best effort. I'm really hoping that we got a full deck of cards tonight to play with. I know the kids have just battled their tail off. We're looking forward to this one. I'm 7 o'clock, can't get here fast enough.
Good luck to you, Coach. See you at halftime. Yes, sir.
Great work by KP down on the sideline, and we appreciate, as always, Coach Thomas Bachman taking the opportunity to visit with us. Let's take a look at some of our offensive leaders tonight, Nick. Same as last week, but we'll go through those. Of course, Carson Sellers will be the signal caller tonight for the Trojans and had a pretty good one last week.
Yeah, Carson comes into the game overall season 110 of 161, 1,933 yards, 32 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. interceptions. So big night by him, or a big season by him. Last week he was 14 of 20 for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns.
There you go. Alex Fontenot was a recipient of a couple of those. Of course, Kason Williams is there, and Eli Fung had a pretty good one last week also.
Yeah, Kason Williams comes in. He's 173 carries, 1,224 yards, 12 touchdowns. He had 22 rushes for 146 yards and 3 touchdowns last week.
Was our Sabine State Bank Player of the Game awarded on Tuesday night.
Yep, Alex Fontenot comes in, leading receiver. He has 55 receptions, 979 yards, 19 touchdowns. Last week, Alex had 8 for 97. He was 3 yards short of the century mark and 1 touchdown.
There you go. Good-looking group. We'll turn around and we'll look at some of the defensive guys as well, and we'll bring them up on the screen. And there you get a look at it. So we've got Trey that's out there. He had a pick. Jayton Terry had a couple of picks. What a big game. And the concern was what would happen with Griffin not on there.
Yeah, with Griffin not on there, like I said, Raymond Harris rolled over to the free safety position. Raymond had 3 PBUs last week. Okay, with Jayton being able to go to that corner position, Jayton had 3 PBUs. He had 2 interceptions and two real big interceptions. Then obviously Trey Williams, Z9, he was you call him K9. He had interception as well. The thing that we talked about on the show Tuesday night, if you didn't check in, Jayton Terry 1 assisted tackle. Latravius Williams 3 total tackles.
But wait a minute. To the curious onlooker, he only had 1 tackle and Trey only had 3. That doesn't sound great.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
That's a softball is what that is to you, my friend.
Yes, that's perfect because we do not want our secondary to have a lot of tackles. Raymond Harris had 2 total tackles. So Raymond, Jayton had more pass breakups than they did tackles, which Jay Frazier had 1 tackle, 1 pass breakup. That's the ratio you want for your DBs.
Right, and so that's a good look at the comparison to that, or contrast that. You go back a couple of weeks ago when Trey had 19 tackles.
Yes.
If you're back 4 or 5 are getting all your tackles, it's a long night, and indeed it was.
Yeah, once again, not a compliment whenever your DBs lead the team in tackles. That was against Neville. The 2 games that we've lost this year, Doug, our DBs led in tackles. Of course, we did have our Express Pros lineman of the night, or lineman of the week last week, which was Bryson Phoenix. He had a great night, 1.5 sacks.
Look, seeing the dads move that helmet reminds me of the little helmet car from Major League when they're driving out there and he takes it out of the bullpen and drives, and you're seeing it move around. That's just, it is starting to get loud in the place now, and that's certainly what you want. Let's go ahead and look at the starters for tonight. First of all, we will look at the Trojan offense, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, you should have Carson Sellers there, Kason Williams, and Noble Williams also as well. Then across your starting line, you have, Peter Lofton. We have Aiden Price.
Look, I'm going to jump in there in the middle, too. You look at that. Our man, Ronnie, we talked about him earlier. He's got it figured out. Williams has it. Williams has it. That way he doesn't mess up on Noble or Kason.
I haven't been able to say Williams squared lately because they haven't been on the field together as much. But, but you have, Peter Lofton, senior Peter Lofton as your tackle. We have Jaden Everett, Jacob De La Cerda, Aiden Price, and then Carter Rivette. And I did not mention Carter's brother's name the other night because I did not want to say Carter's name. Yeah, I didn't want to get that in my head.
Okay, so Tuesday night in the show, I'll give you my big faux pas out of this. It show you how big Carter's getting on there too. Hunter walks in, and I went up and, what's up, Carter? And we get to talk. What are you doing? Well, I'm up here at school. I was like, oh my God, this is Hunter who is back on here, and it was great to see Hunter Rivette back in the house.
Okay, and then your starting tight end tonight should be Gaines McKenzie. Starting H-back will be Grayson Thibodeau. Then your receivers will have Alex Fontenot on one side, and you'll have Hayden Burford on the other side.
Right. You'll also see Trey Doherty in there tonight at wideout. And across that front line, you'll also see Jaden Everett and Jaden Clemens in there. So that'll take a look at your Jerry Lee and company starting lineup. Nick got to go in there and visit with those guys the other day, and I'm telling you, if anybody can make you look good, it's Jerry Lee and company. They did wonders for me, so it's helping. Not say that I'm looking good, but I'm saying this is all they had to work with, and they're doing great things. Let's take a look at the starting defense now as they roll along. Now, one of the things, we've got it fixed in there, so there you go.
Yeah, so across the front you should have, and I can't see the computer right there, but just, going across, you have Bryson Phoenix, you have Ethan Richard, Peyton Hobbsy. Talk about Hobbsy's play from last year.
So he
week.
comes in there and he jumps the snap, or I guess the toss off to the left side. And to hear Hobbsy describe it is the ball was there, and this play happened in about a split second.
Yes.
And his explanation of it was about 14 seconds. So he's talking about how the ball bobbled around, and next thing he looks down and it's in his hand, so he grabs it and takes off running. I said, "Were you going to the house?" He says, "I have a great appreciation for these running backs that break off long runs."
Yeah, and finishing off that defensive line is Jaden Bayon as far as your starters, and then of course you will definitely see Jay Spikes,
and Gary Boatman will be,
and Gary Boatman a lot, and then in that apex position, Carrick Gaines, who's just had a phenomenal season. Apex, which is kind of the hybrid between a linebacker and your secondary. Of course, starting tonight, you should have Jayton Terry one cornerback. You'll have Jay Frazier at the other cornerback. You'll obviously have Latravius Williams, Z9, Zone 9, and one of the safety positions. Probably Raymond Harris will get the start, number 17, Raymond Harris. Jakyron Griffin, number 5, K5, we call him. He'll have some time, but I think we may see more of K5 on offense tonight than we did defense.
Kyron Griffin, and you could tell that was missing from a week ago. But it's just another wrinkle. And they do a lot of things with him, Nick, not only throwing in the football, but they get him the football on jet sweeps, inside handoffs, misdirections, and different things like that. So it'll be great to see all of the things. Went by practice last night, Thursday night practice, and I can just tell you, from one end of the field to the other, from one player to the next, they were working on a lot of things that you just add a little spice to things.
Works for me. And then Eli Fung, which we had him, outlined there on one of the, your computer screen there, your television screen, excuse me. But Eli will be doing kickoff. He'll be doing the place kicking and also the punting.
About the only thing left to go over, Nick, is our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. So, look, you've been on a heck of a playoff run. You stumbled a little in the regular season, but here we are in the playoffs. So how about your 3 Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game? Did I tell you, though, Louisiana Athletic Club has 2 locations. They've got one on the campus of LCU, Sooner Athletic Conference champion LCU, by the way, and they've got one in Alexandria over there by Fads and Frames, very close to where I live, and so scratch that excuse off. But 2 locations to serve you, and our friends at Louisiana Athletic Club, proud supporters of high school football and our keys to the game.
Yeah, offensively, I'm going to be pretty generic tonight, but offensively.
Tonight?
William squared. Hey, I think I'm usually pretty creative on these. But
let's go. William squared.
William squared for sure, and then kind of pepper in a little bit of K5 in there if he's healthy on some of those jet sweeps and everything. But this offensive line, okay, the biggest issue they've had the past 2 games, not 2 weeks, but 3 weeks, we played twice.
Yep.
Penalties. So they have to, adjust to this, okay? Don't know if there was something they were doing pre-snap that maybe they figured out, but adjust to this and adjust to the environment because we've been on the road and they did it. We've been at home the past 2 weeks, past 2 games, and they've done it. But most importantly, if they can get that cleaned up, okay, we are going to have to just pound the rock, and keep this Catholic offense off the field.
Yeah, because they will come out of there. So running the football is key to this one tonight.
Yes. On the defensive side, for key number 2, I don't know if I've seen a team all season on film that's more multiple than these guys. They will do 4x1. They will do trips. They will do 3x2. They will do 11 personnel. They'll do 12 personnel. They'll do 13, and they will do it within series.
Yes.
They don't just come out and say, all right, we're gonna have 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide. They will do it from 4 wide to jumbo on the 50-yard line. So adjusting to their formations, a lot of eye candy. They do a lot of stuff horizontally. They kind of draw you in, and then they'll pop one over the top. So adjusting to their formations, which this coaching staff and these young men watch film all the time. So that's going to be the key for that defense, is making sure that we recognize the formation and defend it well.
And that was the bulk of the practice last night, and the practice, the walkthrough this morning was shifting and who's got the responsibility and where the shift is going to go. But, Nick, it doesn't take but one busted coverage.
That's right.
And they go to the house on there. So the Catholic High, we've seen them play a lot. A common opponent, Destrehan, back early on. They beat Destrehan by 10 in that one, but we'll talk more about that. So key to the game, number 3.
Yeah, overall, and this one might, be I think this is the first game I can remember all season they've played on a natural surface. Am I correct?
Let me see. Carry the one. Union was here, so that's not. They played home, and then when we went on the road, it was there.
Destrehan turf, Manny turf. So, I think this is the first game we've played on natural grass, and I know it's crazy. But these guys are used to playing on artificial. I'm talking about across the board.
Correct.
They're used to playing on so how we adjust to that. Different cleats, different spikes. And hopefully we don't, but that's going to be a big key.
You remember the one time that it came into play was that different turf up at West Monroe.
Yes.
And they weren't ready for that. Now I think grass surface is a little bit easier to adjust to, but the people that say, well, it's just grass, but it's different.
Yes. Field looks like it's in great shape. The humidity's, down so far, so hopefully there won't be, a lot of dew on the ground to get the ball wet. But that's my third is for overall is just seeing how these Trojans, I think they'll be okay with the environment. We've played at Destrehan, we've played at West Monroe, we've played at Neville, we've played at Reston. I think the crowd noise environment, I think it'll be okay. I think the only thing that they're going to have to adjust to is the natural surface.
And we'll see what they do. The officiating crew tonight is out of Shreveport. We found that out in Crotch Springs today. ran into those guys, and so they were on the call for the John Curtis game a year ago. So we appreciate the work that those guys do and have made their way down here for this one. Just about 8.5 minutes to go until kickoff, and a lot's got to change between now and then because we've not had an anthem, we've not had a prayer, we've not had a lot of that. Neither team is out onto the field, and it may be that good old standoff that's going on. The Trojans have not made their way out onto the field yet, and maybe having trouble finding out how to get out to the field.
So, Doug.
Yes, sir.
The Trojans come in number 5 seed like we talked about.
Yes.
8-2 overall, 4-2 in district, 2-5A. Coach Bachman is, from the research I've been able to do between the website and this year, Coach Bachman is 99-61 overall as a head coach.
Goodness gracious.
So this could be win number 100 for Coach Bachman. He is 76-40 at Ash in 11 seasons.
The rest of the time was at Bastrop.
Yep, making the playoffs, every year that he's been there. 2 state runner-ups in 2020 and 2024. Like we said earlier, three years in a row, back-to-back state quarterfinals.
It's interesting formation out of Catholic to come out. They just go across the goal line from one side to the other, and we'll see them getting ready to run out. The Trojans still not on the field. Catholic again, black pants, black shirts, orange letters or numbers and trim, and they come in as the 4 seed.
They're doing another little warm-up.
Yeah, they're re-warming is what they're doing. And the Trojans are making their way down the hill up at the top of the field. And I don't know, I got a cold night like this. Trojan coaches leading the way down onto the field. Or you're watching some history here unfolding. Catholic High of Baton Rouge, the Bears, and the Trojans of Alexandria set to do battle for the first time. Catholic behind that big banner will make their way out.
And here come your Catholic High Bears.
Good crowd is making their way in here. Dang those horns. Look, you'll hear those momentarily. The Trojans have to walk down their sideline. I don't know if they didn't inflate in the wrong end, but they're going to make their way all the way down the field. It's 6 minutes to go until quarter. So I expect you may get the captains out ahead of time. We'll take a look. Loving the view on the field. Definitely the lights down here. We were down on the field last night, and we got to get some adjustments made to ours. We'll go ahead with the captains tonight, Nick, if you've got that.
Yeah, so it looks left to right here for Catholic. Number 11 is Harrison Kenner. Number 23, Ohio State commit Blaine Bradford. Number 15, one of the quarterbacks, Baylor Graves, who's the grandson of the gentleman that was here from LHSAA.
Mitch Small, that's right.
And looks like there's one who must be injured, with a jacket, with a letter winner jacket. So we don't know the number.
Down
of that
on the
young
far
man.
end, the smoke is coming out. The banner is busted, and here come your Ash Trojans. Trojans make their way following the smoke out. The purple. They have the purple smoke back tonight, so that's good to see. And now we'll have to wait till they get out onto the field to see the Trojan captains, because it looks like a color run on steroids out there with all of the gold and purple smoke that is in the air.
Yeah, and I wish we knew the capacity. I may try at halftime, look and see what the capacity of the stadium is, but I will say, like you're talking about, the Catholic side, I would say is probably about 60% full, and you probably have about, 30-40% full on the other side. But this is a big stadium.
The student section's still not out there.
Yeah, this is a big stadium, Doug.
All right, captains getting ready to make their way out onto the field. And, look at good news. Look at the captain on the far left down there, Nick.
I'm trying to see, Doug. I see. I know Grayson Thibodeau's in there. Is that? Yep. Far left now.
He's second.
There was somebody beside him.
Yep,
so,
92.
Yep, Ethan Richard. Yep, great eyes there, Doug. And
well, you don't hear that often, do you?
Yeah.
Xavier Gaines
White
is out there,
and
then
Gaines,
X is there.
Yep. So left to right, Thibodeau, Richard, Carrot Gaines, and Xavier White.
Make our way into the huddle with them, thanks to our man Landon Anderson, who is on. Trojans will call the coin toss tonight. I see one team down there getting some photos, and we're right in there with them. They'll shake hands, and, this is just set to be a battle, Nick.
Yeah, and you can definitely, I don't know if you can see in your screen the smoke, but definitely see that there's not a lot of wind blowing, because it's just staying kind of hovering right here.
Well, and the flag is just at its side. So we'll get down there and take a look at it.
Yeah, Doug, and also number 13.
Trojans have won the toss, and they have elected to defer. That means Catholic will get the ball to start things off, and you like to see that early on. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, Turner Goldsmith, number 13, is also a senior, so him and Graves, Goldsmith and Graves will alternate at quarterback.
All right, and we told you that you would see Justin Baptiste at running back, as well as Jaden Miles, 1 and 5. So we'll do our best to keep up with everything of everyone that is in there. But my friend, it's been a long week, a Thanksgiving-filled week, and thankful for Thanksgiving football. We're going to turn over to the public address, and we'll have our anthem, we'll have our prayer, and we'll get this thing going.
Standing for our national anthem, performed by the Catholic High School Bruin Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Ben Buller.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving God, we thank you for granting these student athletes the opportunity to compete in this game, and the fans the opportunity to support their team. Inspire the athletes to perform to the best of their abilities and represent their schools with integrity. Keep them safe from injury and free them from the temptation to engage in unsportsmanlike behavior. Help all the fans to cheer for their team in a positive manner. Throughout the evening, let us all be witnesses to your unending love and grace. We pray all this in the name of your Son, Jesus, our Lord and brother. Amen. Ametor Cor Jesu, love be the heart of Jesus. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
our nation's anthem there is underway in the prayer, and it is time for football. Nick, you know, we've said it before and we'll say it again. The pomp and the circumstance is in the books now. Thanksgiving week was a wonderful one. Hopefully you had something that you were thankful for, and you were able to spend some time with someone that you were thankful for as well. Nick?
Yes, sir. Had a wonderful time with my family. But, Doug, tonight, 48 minutes of football and the rest of your life to remember, gentlemen.
Justin Baptiste goes back deep. He is joined back there by Greg Williams. Williams will go to the far side. Eli and company set to get this thing going.
Back to receive the opening kickoff for the Bears. Number 1, Justin Baptiste. And number 25, Greg Williams.
Williams to the far side, Baptiste, and they kind of crunch in the middle, trying to not sure what Eli is going to do.
Teed up for Alexandria, number 1, Eli Funk.
Yeah, I think they might do a little switch here.
Once they see where Eli is looking, and Eli has been so solid this season, Nick.
Yeah, like Coach Bachman always says, he's a weapon, and I'd really like for him to put this one in the end zone.
Williams again at the top of the screen. Quarterfinal round is underway. Eli puts a foot into this one, hammers it back out of the end zone, bobbled around, and that's going to be a touchback. And we will get things going here from the 20-yard line. Will the Bears of Catholic High, again, big shout out to our man Landon Anderson on camera up there. Nick Moore was running our instant replay and such, and Matthew is down at field side today for this one.
Yeah, Doug, Jayton Terry and Jay Frazier starting corners, and Trey Williams and Raymond Harris starting safeties.
Quarterback, first one in there is Turner Goldsmith. Brings a man in motion, and we are underway. Off to the far side. Big work by Richard in the backfield, and he's going to get back there and bring Jaden Miles down for a gain of 1.
Yeah, Ethan Richard, big run, big work there by him. Only allowed a 2-yard run off the left side for the Bears.
Miles now switches sides. Goldsmith looks over, will call things nearly offsides. Goldsmith over the middle. That little check down is complete. Going to pick up 4 yards on that, and that'll be a little money down coming up for the Trojans.
Yeah, Trey Williams there on that little curl. That's Jude Chamberlain, who they don't give his height, but he has got to be every bit of 6'3", 6'4". Reminds me of Ahmad Hudson from Ruston.
3rd down and 4. Really quick off the ball again with the Trojans. He's coming to the near side. Got a lane. Going to be brought down by Jayton, but that's a first down.
Yeah, Jayton Terry with the tackle there after the big run by Jaden Miles. And look, we had him in the backfield and just couldn't bring him down.
They get to the ball quickly, do the Bears, and Miles now comes off. So that will bring the much bigger back, Justin Baptiste, the junior running back, into the backfield. Going to be a keeper to the near side, driven back inside. Good work by Jayton to not give up the edge.
Yeah, Jayton forced him back to Peyton Hobbs, and kind of concerning that your nose guard is the second man in line there. That the play fake was really good. Moved our linebackers both to the wrong side.
Looking at the yard marker, it's probably the best one I've ever seen. It tells you how many yards to go. Play action. Goldsmith rolling to the far side. He's going to square up the shoulders, and that one is complete down the far side and driven out of bounds. Looked like Bo Thomas on the completion.
Yeah, this little out route there, just running the quarterback out, rolling the quarterback out. Here we go, Doug. The number 15's in now. Graves in at quarterback now.
Baylor Graves there at quarterback. First down and 10 for Catholic, bringing a man in motion, settling the running back in, and they'll give him the ball off the right side, and that's where he is met by the teeth of that Trojan defense. Jackson Townsend and Carrot Gaines there on the stop.
Yeah, good work there by them off this right side. Gaines was your apex position here, and Jackson and Gaines there, and then Raymond Harris come to help bring him down for a short gain.
Second down and 9 from the 35-yard line, going left to right are the Bears. Motion once again to the near side, to the far side. That's going to go right up the middle is Graves, and he's going to find the middle of that Trojan defense again. They'll stop forward progress after a gain of 2. Third down and 6 coming.
Yeah, Jaden Bayon, Bryson Phoenix there. Gosh, Doug, it looks like their line is moving early, but of course the referees are there, so it just they're just very quick off the ball.
9:22, you see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Third down and 7. Second third down for the Bears in this first opening series. Handoff goes up the middle now, trying to break out. There's a face mask by Bayon, and it's going to be called. Oh, that's so unlucky. Went up and just grabbed on, and it was face mask.
Yeah, unfortunate because we had him stopped.
Yeah,
but you know what? But Doug, I'll take that over the unsportsmanlikes and stuff that have been happening.
He just reached out and grabbed is all he did. He was trying to grab the jersey and the helmet ducks.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, nobody wants to see that. Fortunately, he did let go, so he didn't twist his head or anything. But yeah, that was a big conversion for them off the penalty because we did stop them.
That'll make it first down and 10, just a yard outside of the red zone. First drive of the game has eaten up 3 minutes even and counting now. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line go the Catholic High Bears left to right, heading into that interstate side. Ball on the ground. Trojans look like they're going to fall on it, and they do. First turnover of the game is there by the Trojans. Let's take a look at it one more time. And look, Nick, off to the right side, or the left side of it, you'll see him
Doug,
go.
It was a starting quarterback handing off to the second-string quarterback, 13-15.
Looked like they were going to run that option.
Yep, and that was Carrick Gaines there, and boy, what a great job by him. And I think Jackson Townsend, big work there by this Trojan defense.
Tremendous work on that replay for us. Brought to you by NDI for all your heating, cooling, and HVAC needs. Need somebody? I know a guy. 8:42 is where the Trojans will start their drive, Nick.
We talked about the multiple formations. They might have got a little ahead of themselves just now.
Snap is back. Handoff from Sellers up to Williams. Up the middle he goes. Yes, Ronnie, I did. I cheated. That's a first down carry of 12 yards.
Yeah, Kason Williams right up the middle on his first carry behind De La Cerda and Price and
Noble now
Everett.
Split out to the near side. Kaysen goes off. 3 receivers to the near side. Noble joins them. He may go back in motion. We'll have to see. He does. That's going to be an inside, kind of a jet sweep there to Noble. Noble gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get.
Doug, yep, that's right. Yep. So, the good thing, Doug, is you have Grayson Thibodeau in at that H-back position. He's kind of limping a little bit, and now you have Z5.
K5 is there. Kyron Griffin, play action. They're going to get it off. Oh, it's swatted around. Griffin does a good job and just doesn't go. He made sure nobody else could get to it, but I don't think he wanted to catch that one at all.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I said Z5, but yeah, K5 there. Kyron Griffin was the intended receiver. Now we have third and long.
One thing that we've seen about this Catholic defense, they're big up front. They're led there by number 99, Tarjan Darbone. 7:59, right at 8 minutes to go. Noble comes out in motion to the near side. Carson's got to move around, and he did good with mobility. They check it down, and that one is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, had to put something on that one to try to get it there. Blaine Bradford with a big hit on Noble, although the ball was already gone. And, they had good pressure up the middle, but like I said, once you get in that second and 10, it becomes very difficult.
Eli Fong is on to kick this one away, and that is Bo Thomas back deep to receive. Good pressure. Looks like it's coming from Catholic. Got to get that one away quick. It's high and going to turn over. That's the punt that you want. Going to come up and catch that one. Trojan return team has got to get there. Finally come in and do. So Catholic able to survive that fumble down deep in Trojan territory and force a 3 and out.
Yeah, Marion Simon, number 47, the first there. And then Sykesville and also Jeremiah McKinney. So good work by those 3 young men on the punt coverage.
First down and 10 for Catholic from the 37-yard line. Trojans held, forced a turnover early on. Snap is back, coming to the near side is good work there as Gaines coming up and making that tackle.
Yeah, big tackle there off this off their right side, our left. Carrick Gaines with his first solo tackle of the night. See all the different formations, I mean, Doug, that they're just moving people in and out.
3 receivers to the far side is what they go with here. Going to check up and knock down at the line of scrimmage, and that's Jackson Townsend. And Nick, he read that like a book from the start, stopped and jumped up.
Yeah, that's the thing that you get from Jackson. He's a smart player. Good work there, and is really usually around the ball.
Third down for Catholic in this game early on. 7:12 to go. Snap is back. Play action, working on the screen. Here comes pressure. Spun around, and boy was looking to do it. Hobbsy finishes him off. But I'm telling you, Chase was back there initially. That was tremendous pressure.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give Phoenix an assist on that.
I think you would.
But, yeah, definitely Hobbs. But good work there.
Let's take a look at that if we have it real quick and just look.
Watch how they blow up the screen, Doug. Just talk them through how they blow up the screen.
There it is, and that's what initially was there. So they stop and turn around. Spikes turns him around. There was Phoenix, and Hobbsy finishing things off. Was just exactly well scouted. Back deep to receive is Hayden Burford. He stands at the 30-yard line. Snap is back. It rolls around. Williams is going to remember that one. Burford calls for it at the 30 and has it. 35 now goes Hayden out to the 40. Trojans will have pretty good field position. But take us through that low snap that was on there, and Trey's keeping his eye out.
Yeah, no, good work there by their punter to get it off. But that's something that, yeah, definitely this Trojan coaching staff and like you said, Z9's gonna look at going forward. Good work there by Burford to catch the ball and get a 10-yard return. And I like this starting field position.
Yeah, your second possession, both have started in there, but they've forced a turnover and then held a punt. That's got Kaysen Williams in the backfield now with Carson. Thibodeau off to the right side as H-back. Snap is back. Kaysen's going to have it up the middle. Tackled initially. He gets to the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a couple.
Yeah, 2 yards there, so he now has 2 carries for 14 yards, and I would like a bunch of those the rest of this game.
Big jumbo set for the Trojans. False start. Looks like false starts. No, offsides. Yeah, encroachment is going to be called on the Bears in this one, and that'll make 2nd and 8, 2nd and 3 now.
Yeah, head coach for Catholic. He was captain, So, like I said, I think, it makes you wonder if we didn't make an adjustment here from last week.
Snap back there. Kaysen's got it off the right side. Going to fall forward near the first down, but it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, just right there behind Peter Lofton and Jaden Everett for 2 yards there, and makes it 3rd and 1, Doug. And
Alex in man coverage along the far side by Pearson Carmouche. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's very possible.
Snap is back there. Handoff up the middle, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
I think they're going to give it to him, Doug. This side right here.
I don't see how the official.
I'm sorry.
He had to get to the 50.
The lighted yarn thing is confused me. I'm sorry.
Trojans out near midfield. They've done a number of things from right here before. Snap is back to Carson. Instead of a quick snap, he throws that out. Spinning around, getting the first down. Good second effort by Alex Fontenot. Let's take a look real quick, if we can, on that one. Watch him get out there and snap that.
Just enough for a first down.
May not have enough time, and let's go ahead and you'll see it zip over there. Let's cube zoom and get back to the game real quick.
Yeah, good work there by Alex. A second effort to get that 2-yard gain. We needed all of it.
1st down and 10. Inside jet sweep goes to Noble. Noble gets 6, 7, 8 and driven out of bounds there.
Number 4, Williams on the carry.
Yep, they're going to give him 7 yards there. That's his first carry with positive yards. He was no yards on the first carry, so 2 carries for 7 yards for Noble.
2nd down and 7. Clock continues to run in this one, down at 4 minutes, and this is the battle we thought it would be. That one goes off right side for Noble. Noble getting space. Noble's out to the 30. Give him the 31-yard line is where he'll have. They say he's inbounds. The clock continues to run, but will stop momentarily to move the chains.
Yeah, 11-yard gain there by Noble Williams off that right side. And, well, let's go back to that Sellers and Fontenot. What a big play call.
Toss goes to the far side. Noble's got it again. Noble looking for the corner. Patiently finds it. And look, that's good seal blocking on that right side.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him 4 on that carry, which we'll definitely take that on first down. And,
gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 now for the Trojans. They are nearing that red zone area. Ball rests at the 26-yard line. Snap back, handoff. This is Kaysen this time. Kaysen continues to grind those legs. And, Nick, I'm telling you, we've faced running backs like this through the years. We've got 2 of them that just drive the legs.
Yeah, and they're following Aiden Price and Fontenot. Aiden Price and Thibodeau right there.
3rd down and 1 now. Handoff again. Up the middle is Kaysen. Kaysen's got 1 and plenty. That one will get them inside the red zone to the 17-yard line. 3:20 to go in this one.
Yeah,
in the first quarter.
They're pulling Aiden Price, and he's going in that hole right behind Thibodeau, and that's been a good work for them tonight.
Snap is back to Carson. Carson fakes the toss now, going down the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Somebody's got to get him. And they'll go down and make a pretty good tackle. Is Hayden Burford who gets that, and they were going for Thibodeau down the middle, and that was just read so well.
Yeah, Fontenot on the post route. He probably should have thrown it more to the post.
We will take a look at this one again, Nick.
I think he hasn't beat if he throws it out front a little bit, but
nope. Looked like that was the play prior to that. Don't worry about it. We'll get on back to the action at hand. But good tackle by Burford to turn around and get that one stopped.
Yeah, Doug. So now they have 1 turnover, we have 1 turnover, and this is what two really good football teams and 2 really good defenses
and
do.
we have seen Catholic turn some interceptions into touchdowns a lot. Handoff goes off to the right side. Jayton trips him up, thankfully, because that was Miles that would have been off and going.
Yeah, Jayton with the tackle there, and basically what he's doing is he's allowing his whole line's going left, and he just cuts back. And like I said, Jayton on this edge here held his ground and made the tackle.
Only the 4th INT thrown by Sellers all season long. Snap is back there. Going off the left side. Bounced it back, and now got to come off the back end and and that's real good backside pressure to have that.
Yeah, Carrick Gaines stepped up there with Ethan Richard, which turned him inside, which allowed our backers to take him down.
Still give him 3 yards on the play. They've got to get to the 16. Remember, the INT got it out to the 6-yard line.
Graves coming in, Doug, at quarterback. Probably going to be more of a running play.
3rd down now and 1. They'll shift and move and shift. Trojans respond to it. Snap is back. They're going to come this side with it. Good penetration, but pickup of 3, and that will stop the clock momentarily for a first down with 1:45 to go.
Yeah, Jayton there first, and then Raymond Harris and Xavier White. They're going to go quick here, Doug.
Now they're going tempo. 4 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. They'll throw that screen. Oh, just blown smooth up. That's when you know it's really blown up, is when it's blown smooth up.
Yeah, let's see. Yep, Carrick Gaines there. And look, that's legal because the ball was behind the line of scrimmage. He can make contact as long as the ball's behind the line of scrimmage.
Look, he was not far away from grabbing that one going or that being a lateral. It wasn't. It's not. It's 2nd down and 10, 1:31 to go here in this this bruising first quarter of play.
There's a drone there over the 110 loop there watching the game.
They could just jump on 446 Sports because they're even watching it out in Auburn, Alabama this game. So there you go.
All right. They had to take a timeout.
Timeout is called. That will be the first charged. We'll take it with them and step away. You are watching Ash Trojan playoff football on 446 Sports.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
And we are back here, second down and 10. A lot of folks back home texting in. And, Nick, you got some scores for us around the way?
Yeah, Edna Carr and Evangel 0-0 first quarter, us 0-0. St. Aug has a 2-touchdown lead over Rummel. Curtis and Turlings tied 0-0.
So only one game has some scoring in it. Second down and 10 following the Cur Dog timeout. Snap is back. Quick throw to the far side. That one was blown up earlier. This time it is complete. Able to get there and slow things down, and that's good work by the Trojans.
Yeah, good work there by Raymond Harrison, Carrick Gaines, and Jay Frazier. Now look, Doug, what we've seen on film is they do that. They go laterally, then boom, they hit one over the top. So we need to pay attention here.
You start sneaking that defense up a little too much. Two receivers to the top, two to the near side. Snap is back, and here they are going for that shot over the middle. That little comeback route is complete. Terry is going to be there for the tackle. But that stop route or curl route has been effective for the Bears.
Yeah, that's Big Jude Chamberlain, number 8, junior tight end.
Again, they go quickly. 5 receiver set. Fake that. Now looking. Got a man wide open. Got to close on it. Unable to do, though, is Jay. But Jay lets him out, too. Unable to get him off and going to the 20. Spun around now by Carrick and brought down. But that's exactly what you said they like to do.
Yeah, Jay didn't bring him down, so it took Raymond and Carrick, tracking him down from behind.
Big things happen when you don't give up on the play, though.
Yes.
Ball rests first and goal from the 8-yard line. Nearing the end of the first period of play. Both teams have kind of been filling each other out in this one. Catholic will send 3 receivers to the far side. Snap is back there. Handoff goes off left side. Continuing to run. The Trojans are not really securing the tackles these last this series.
Yeah, no, there's two big plays there where we have our hands on them and don't bring them down.
Second down and goal from the 3. Snap is back up the middle, and big penetration there, but still continuing to spin around, and I think that time it hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, Trey comes in and finishes him off there, but now let's look. Now you got to watch for the pop pass here. They'll do the little pop pass.
That will do it for the first quarter of play, and we are scoreless. Going to step away for a minute. We'll be back. You're watching Ash Trojan playoff football on 446 Sports.
Hi, this is Robin with Little Cakes with Big Attitude, and I have some exciting news. Fall is finally here, and that means our amazing fall flavors are ready to go, hot, iced, or frozen. Delight your taste buds with flavors like spiced caramel apple, cinnamon roll, maple pecan, s'mores, and of course, pumpkin spice latte. And just when we thought fall couldn't get any better, we were voted Sinlaw's choice for best bakery and best dessert. Little Cakes with Big Attitude in Alexandria or our Pineville location. Stop by today.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Here's an important...
Back to Memorial Stadium here, quarterfinal action between the Trojans and the Catholic Bears. Nick, first quarter that we expected we'd see had a couple of turnovers in it, some big stops, and look, not giving up on that play has got the Trojans saving a touchdown for now.
Yeah, 3rd and goal looks like from the 11.5, and this will be a big stop for your Trojans after we gave up the big pass play.
3rd and goal, it is from the 10. Just folks still getting settled in tonight. Horns are going. Hope you had a tremendous Thanksgiving. First play of the second quarter is upon us, rolling the pocket to the right. Here comes pressure. X is running and just has to throw that one away.
Yeah, great work there by Trey, because Chamberlain was open initially. Trey covers them because that was they're going to do like a little throwback pass to the tight end, and great work there by Trey to block that off.
That will bring up what we believe is a field goal opportunity. This will be from the 17, so make it a 27-yard attempt on 4th and 11. And look, just holding it to this field goal attempt is huge, Nick.
Yeah, Tanner Forbes here for the attempt.
Snap is back. Kick is going to the right, and it's no good. And the Trojans holding that is just huge. They had it 1st and goal from the 3.
Yes, sir. Big work there by your Trojan defense. So now they have a turnover.
We're going to take a look at that missed field goal one more time. Or not. No, We'll get back settled on that. So just come back to the.
So they had a miss. They had a turnover, and we didn't capitalize. We gave the ball up. They didn't capitalize. So good work there by your Trojan defense to hold firm.
11:50 in early action here in this one. Again, Nick told you on the scores. No scores around. You see the scrolling scoreboard across the bottom. Sellers in at quarterback, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 at the top. That is Kaysen in the backfield. Snap throw over to Alex. He's got it. Blocking downfield just a little bit.
Give him 3 yards there.
John Curtis takes a 7-0 lead starting the second over Turlings Catholic.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Trojans.
2nd down and 7 for the Trojans.
Yeah, still 14-0 St. Aug.
Snap back there, handoff, getting left side is Kaysen. Boy, he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Kaysen's going to have to, I think, hit the hole a little bit quicker than that. The patience that gives the Bears an opportunity.
Yeah, they're definitely there. They do a good job.
No gain on the play. It's another Raising Cane's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7. Thibodeau now comes to the near side, full tight end. Carson will roll that way. Good block. Carson able to evade pressure. Good job by that offensive line. Just throwing that one away. It's dropped, thank goodness. Not really sure what he was looking at, but they'll have to talk to him about that a little bit.
Yeah, good work there by Kaysen to free him up on this blocker. I mean, this runner that come up from Catholic. But yeah, we live to play another down here, Doug.
Back deep to receive is Bo Thomas.
Number 16, Bo Thomas.
Bo Thomas stands at the 37. This is one where you need Eli to get a good one away. Eli puts a foot into that one. It's going to check up and roll, so that's not terrible. Oh, he picks that up too. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Ball is out. Or no, they're marking his forward progress back, but that's one of those, if we're the hometown crowd calling it, like, ooh, get out of the way.
Yeah, and you know if Doug's saying, ooh, get out of the way, that it's serious. Because he's usually very aggressive.
Pick it up
but boy,
and go,
that's confidence there, Doug.
He saved a lot of yards out of that, too.
He did, but
ooh. But good, ooh, is right. 10:40 left in this first half. That is only scoring opportunity was a missed field goal. So Catholic has been stopped down inside the red zone a couple of times tonight. Trojans have really not done anything offensively. We're scoreless here in the second. Here comes motion to the near side. Snap is back and the handoff is there. Ball on the ground again. Trojans got to pick it up, and they do. That one was right there. Trojans have it. Trojans have it. Let's see if we can take a look at that one more time.
It was just a fumbled exchange there, Doug, and Ethan Richard comes up with the fumble recovery.
Not sure why it's stuck on that, but here we'll fix that. Let's spin it around and just let's do this.
So, Doug, we have Trojans taking over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line going in. Second turnover of the night for Catholic, and see if Noble Williams is in at running back with Z5, K5 up top.
One of them,
excuse me.
Kyron Griffin, is there. Second turnover of the night. That is Noble off the left side. He bangs forward. Noble getting a little physical with him on that one. Picks up 3, make it 2nd and 7. We'll look at it here in a little bit. Easily the best starting field position of the night for the Trojans.
2nd and 8 for Alexandria.
2nd down and 8. Second turnover of the night. Play action this time. Got solo coverage. He's just got to go. He's got Noble on the wheel out of the backfield, and Noble drops it. Boy, he was looking for Alex over here, so that's about the 3rd progression.
Yeah, it was a great pass there by Carson. Unfortunately, it's a tough catch for Noble to make over his shoulder, but
another Raising Cane's 3rd down.
yeah, that good work there by those two to like I said, for Noble to get there and Carson to put it on the money. Just unfortunately couldn't bring it in.
Just outside of 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Sellers goes up and says a couple of words. 3 to the near side, now 4 with the motion man. Screen set up, K5's got it. K5 looking for blockers, gets one from Thibodeau, cuts back up the middle, now to the 25 and 20. Welcome back, Kyron Griffin.
Yeah, good work there on the screen, being patient, letting his blockers get in front. Looks like a 15-yard screen there from
and that's tough to hang on to from Sellers, watching those guys come in to get him.
Great patience there by your quarterback.
Sellers now will call for the ball. This one goes up the middle. Kaysen's got it off the left side, continues to run, gets 3 on the play before he is driven back down. 2nd down and 7 out to the 19 inside the red zone for the first time tonight of the Trojans.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, see if we can't take advantage of this fumble recovery, unlike the last one that we recovered.
No points off of the last turnover. It was in a much deeper position. 2nd down and 8. Snap is back there. Once again, Williams has it off the right side. Kaysen bangs over a man inside the 10 to the 7 and now 6. Goes Kaysen Williams. First down and goal for the Trojans.
13-yard run off this right side, Doug. Great blocking off this right side between Peter Lofton and Jaden Everett, and good work here for your Trojans.
Hurrying to the line go the Trojans. Right side is where the H-back is. Right side is where Kaysen, now he's to the left side, spins around down inside the 5, so give him 2 on that play. 2nd down and goal from the 5 now.
2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, Cooper Robinson in at the tight end on that position, on that end, helping on that left side.
Clock continues to run. 8:40. Trojans in no hurry down here at all.
Thibodeau goes off, Doug. I hope he's stretching. Letzinger's in for Thibodeau now at this H-back position.
Bryce Letzinger off to the right-hand side. Snap is back. There goes Kaysen that way inside the 5 to the 4. Let's see if what they give him. They give him the 4, and it's going to be 3rd down and goal now from the 4-yard line.
Number 14. Cooper Room, and number 23.
Folks watching all around the country tonight. We're getting texts in from all different parts of the United States. We appreciate you on your vacation, wherever you are watching this. Kaysen still flanked to the left. They bring Griffin in motion. They roll that way now, flip the other way, coming out of the backfield into the back of the end zone. Too tall to call, and that one just got banged around off the start. I don't think that it was intended for Alex when the play started.
I was gonna say the same, Doug. I don't quite know if Alex that was intended for Alex or Noble, but I think he put so much on it trying to get it to Noble, and Alex thought it was coming to him, so it might have had just a little too much mustard on it.
Eli on to attempt from straight away a 21-yarder, trying to get the game's first points underway. A late lineman runs on there. 7:50 when this will be kicked. Carson Sellers set to hold. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and we do have our first points of the game. Trojans do it. That is 3-0. We'll be back right after this. You are watching Ash Trojan playoff football right here on 446 Sports.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LaLa Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, It helps you build a life.
We're back here. Nick, you got some scores for us, buddy?
Yeah, let's go to non-select Division I. Central 14-0 over Zachary. Neville 20-0 over Barb. Southside 20-14 over Ruston. And Ouachita 14-8 over Parkway. Here it's 3-0. Your Trojans. Rumble is down 21-3 against St. Aug, and then John Curtis still 7-0 over Turlins. Edna Carr and Evangel still 0-0 unless nobody's updating it.
And here we have it, Trojans 3-0. Eli set to put a foot into this one. He fakes the onside and hammers that one into the end zone. That was just great. Look, he said that front line moving up when he tapped, and he just crushes it.
Well-coached team. That's both kickoffs that they've been prepared for it. Doug, I know the wind is not blowing the flag, but the wind is blowing up here.
It is cycling through the press box.
Yes,
There's no doubt about that.
Just glad we're kind of getting to a gradual cold and not something that's going to go 80 to 32 like 2 weeks ago.
It ain't cold in the dome.
That's right.
That's what they tell you. 7:45, Trojans take the first lead in this one. 3 points off turnovers tonight. They lead the turnover battle 2-1. None of that matters except that the Trojans have to continue doing what they're doing defensively here. There's motion again. That's Miles out of the backfield. He settles in at the slot. Going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. Design draw picks up 4 on the play. That'll get it to this 24-yard line.
Bion's helmet came off on the tackle, him and Xavier with the tackle there, so he's going to have to come off for a snap.
They will hustle Price in, it looks like.
Yeah, and that'll move Hobbsy to tackle.
To a true tackle, that's correct. 4-man front for the Trojans. Bryson standing up, but now running the far side. It is dropped in the hands, but dropped. Well, that was big.
Yeah, that was, because he had a little running room, and he knew it, and he tried to turn with it, and unfortunately for us, he dropped it. So brings 13, brings the starting quarterback back in, Doug, who's Goldsmith.
Goldsmith has Miles behind him, 7:14 to go until halftime. Trojans lead it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, 3-0. Snap is back. Coming to the near side on a little hook, got a tackle. J-Ton does it. Oh, they mark him just shy of the 30-yard line, too, and that's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, J-Ton Terry there and Bryson Phoenix finishing them off. So 4th and short. Let's see what they chose.
Because of the touchback, they just have to get it to the 30-yard line. We'll see if Catholic's ready to gamble down here. Look like they're sending that punt team in. Trojans have to be so disciplined. Ash may need to get a time. They run Richard off, Price, Hobbs, all getting off the field.
Boatman and Sykesville in.
Well, this is a chaotic switch there. You got everybody settled. Snap is back. Kick is away, and it's a good one. Burford's going to come up. He fills it at the 40. Hayden now will go down at the 41-yard line, but the Trojans have it out near midfield once again, Nick.
That's big work. We've got to take advantage of this field position, Doug. That's 3 times now that we've had good field position, and we've got 3 points to show for it.
Well, in that case, how about a little play action and send it down the seam? Folks at home, if they only understood what all went on with the theatrics up here by Nick, would be amazed. Or I say Nick, but I mean me.
Oh, me. Yep.
Oh, me is correct. 6:20 to go until halftime. Trojans lead this 3-0. They do get the ball if you're looking that far ahead. Edna Carr 15 now. They updated. Evangel Christian 0. Winner of this game goes to Edna Carr. If Edna Carr wins that game. First down and 10 from the 42. There goes Noble in motion. They're going to zip it over to him. Kind of a running back screen out of there. Good blocking downfield, and he's going to be taken out of bounds. They'll keep running the clock, saying that forward momentum to the 49 kept him in bounds.
That was actually Case and Doug.
Was it? There you go.
Yeah, Noble's coming on now.
And Noble's number 4 and Cason's 3. I feel you.
Tough.
But
No, I'm just saying.
You're right.
No worries. It's just.
There is Noble settling in now. Toss goes to Noble now to the far side. Spins around, and he's going to have the first down. They're going to mark him right on it. We'll see if they move the chains.
Number 4, Noble Williams on the carry.
Looks like they may mark him just shy. They're going to stop and measure this, it looks like.
I'm going to give him 3 yards on the first down.
Look, the nose
From
of the
up
football
here.
looks like it's over the 48. That's where they had to get to. We'll zoom in and see what the football shows us.
They might have to break out the credit card here, Doug, to see.
You see that? What was the video that we saw? That the official moved the ball forward.
Oh, yes.
Signals first
Yeah,
down.
no, I don't think this crew do that.
Oh,
but that
no,
was,
sir.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Credit card it is. First down is there. Trojans have it first down and 10. Big work by Noble Williams following that Cason Williams screen out of the backfield, and the Trojans back in plus territory once again.
I didn't see the ball or the yard marker, but I saw Coach Donahoe with the big Lane Kiffin.
That's all you needed. Don't talk about him. First down and 10. Back to pass, rolling this way. Carson going up top. He's got Alex wide open. Oh, unable to get to it. Alex misses that one at the 5. Just missed it, and that's that shot play that Coach talked about you had to hit.
Yeah, I don't know if Carson thought he was just going to stay vertical up the field. He was running more towards the corner, and we kind of didn't quite hook up there. But
boy, Alex just visibly aggravated with himself over there on the sideline. And look, not for anything other than he thinks he can catch everything that's in the air, and he's shown that he can.
Yeah, he's got a little hitch in his giddy up there, but I think he'll be fine.
Trey Doherty now the receiver to the near side. Second down and 10. Handoff up the middle. Noble's got it. Noble spins around. Going to bust forward down to the 40-yard line. 8-yard pickup for Noble Williams.
Yeah, great run there for your Trojans to make it third and short.
Forget, we are broadcasting in the Trios press box. They now serve lunch from Tuesday until Saturday. Handoff up the middle. Noble shifts to the left and shifts to the first down.
Yeah, they're going to give him 3 there. Good work there by Aiden Price.
They're watching it in walk-ons. They're watching it in trios and all around Alexandria and all around the state of Louisiana. First down and 10 Trojans from the 38-yard line. Handoff goes to Cason. Cason's hammered in the backfield and going to be brought down, and that was just a run blitz.
Number 27, Jack Stokes.
Yeah, 7-yard loss there for Cason. That's one that if you are an RPO, you might want to keep it, but I'll take my chances with Cason on those runs.
Keep an eye out on that young man. That is freshman. Let's see, Stokes is who that was.
Yeah, number 27.
27, Jack Stokes,
Yeah.
freshman defensive lineman.
Yeah, he's the one who had the knockdown earlier, the first series. And when I looked, and before I could even say it, I saw a 9 by his grade. I was like, wow.
Look, in all the years of announcer school that I went to, I can come up with nothing other than that dude is a dude. I mean, he just gets after it. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 4:05 to go until halftime. You're watching Ash Trojan playoff football on 446 Sports. Back here we go to Memorial Stadium. Trojans lead this one 4:05 to go, 3-0. Neville on top of Barb, 27-0. Central Wildcats 14-7 over Zachary. Southside done. The Sharks 21-14. Jess Curtis and company taking care of business there. And the Mighty Lions of Ouachita Parish 14-8 over the Panthers of Parkway. We are back here. Second down and a long way to go following that sack. Second down and 16 officially. There goes motion. Now coming back to the near side is Cason. Here comes pressure off the edge. Slant is thrown perfectly. Alex has this one down to the 24-yard line, and that's a 18-yard completion and a first down.
Yes, good work there by those. Let's go ahead and give him 19, Doug. He's to the 24-yard line. So
Let's.
Good work there by those two young men.
Clock runs here. First down and 10 from the 24. Handoff up the middle. Cason spins. Oh, he just gets bent backwards on that one. And they'll check on Case in just a minute. He was hit low and finished off high, and he's a little woozy coming out of there.
I don't like that. That's the knee that he has the brace on.
2nd down and 10. Noble checks in. Play action there. They got a man on the flat open there. Oh, no, and that was Burford. Burford hangs on to it, but he is blown up. But still, good possession catch by Hayden Burford.
Yeah, give him a 3-yard gain there. A little behind him, but he had a lot of pressure coming on him. So good work there by Carson to get it out.
3rd down and 7, and Kaysen right back into the game. And now you've got Kaysen and Noble in the backfield together. Alex, the receiver, to the near side. 3rd down and 7. They go 2:53 on the clock. Here comes Burford in motion to the near side, rolling that way. Now going back the other way. High but caught. Noble makes the man miss. Noble to the 10. Now 5. Inside the 5 to the 2, down to the 1 goes Noble Williams. They'll stop the clock momentarily. What a tremendous throwback play from Sellers and company there.
Give him the 3-yard line, so 21-yard screen pass there. Great patience by Carson again, and let's punch this one in, guys.
Letzinger still at the H-back position off to the right side. Sellers handoff goes to Kaysen, and they are blitzing that side.
Yeah, number 11 there for the Harrison Kidder. Kidder is for the senior DB, came right off that, and he's supposed to be unblocked because you're running this way.
Noble slowly makes his way off. That man is playing his tail off tonight. Noble.
That was Kaysen.
Kaysen and Noble. That's, I mean, look, I'm telling you. 2-11.
2-yard loss there by you Trojans.
2nd down and goal from the 5 now as they're letting that clock run down just a bit. 11 and 10 and 9. Still have 2 timeouts remaining. They may need to take one of them right here. Settle in with 3 and 2 and 1. Snap is back. All that, and the handoff to the near side is Noble. Dropped in the backfield, back to the 10. He goes.
Yeah, another 5-yard loss. Another loss there, 5 yards, and we.
Catholic's going to take a timeout too. We'll take it with them and be right back. You are watching Ash Trojan playoff football on 446 Sports.
Like never before at Links on the Bike.
We are back here, Nick. It is 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. Trojans looking to finish off this drive. Minute 46 to go until halftime. Thibodeau goes out wide now. They'll throw it, and that one is knocked down also.
I think that's Blaine Bradford. I think 23. Yep.
Yeah,
when you're 6'3", 6'4", and you can't get to the passer,
raise
make yourself
hands.
big. That's it.
And that's what they tell you. When the arm goes back, put your hands up. And that's what was done there. Eli Fong on to attempt what is his 2nd field goal of the evening. This one from the 17 as well, so another 27-yard attempt. Again, a minute 42 to go. This one from the right hash. The last one was dead on in the middle. Snap back, hold there. Kick is up. Splits the upright, and it is good. 6-0. Trojans lead this one, a minute 38. We'll be right back. You're watching Ash Trojan playoff football on 446 Sports.
Our Lady of the Lake Health is the proud partner of the Catholic High School Bears.
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
We are back here.
Doug Edna Carr, 22-6 over Evangel. John Curtis, 14-0 over Turlings. St. Aug, 21-10, so we're almost coming back on that one, and here, 6-0.
Turlings has trailed twice this year, Nick, 14-0 early both games. That was against St. Thomas More and Notre Dame. They won both of those.
Right
for those of you scoring at home.
Doug said right where they want them.
Right where they want them. Eli needs to put this one into the end zone. That one's high, and it's going to be short and returnable. Down to the 6-yard line is where it's picked up, and to the near side they go. Got a blocker there. That's why you want to kick it in the end zone. Eli doing big work just to come up and get that one.
Yeah.
And, boy, that's a big run back there.
Yeah, that's why they took their timeout, Doug, before that third down play to try to get it where they have time to come back.
And
they have it at the 49-yard line and plenty of time with 1:30 to go. And you've played this well for an entire half. You've got to keep that goose egg on the board. 1st and 10 for the Bears from the 49-yard line, and the Trojans motion goes across the top of it. Snap is there. Rolling the pocket to the far side, and Trey jumps that one and nearly. Oh, you saw that fin in the water and you heard that dun-dun.
Yeah.
It was coming.
Yeah. Also was a little nervous because because he didn't get his hand on it, I think it was just a miss because he played the ball, which is good. It distracted him.
2nd down and 10 now. Snap is back, looking to throw once again. Complete to the big guy down to the near side. And that's Chamberlain. That's that young man, Jude Chamberlain comes up and gets that one.
He's huge. I mean, it's a big mismatch on his height.
They roll the pocket to the far side. Here comes pressure. That one up in the air. That may, Raymond was nearly there. Jay Frazier was nearly there. Instead, it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I think Carrick Gaines with the pass break up there, so good work by them, and good coverage, which is what you want. Like I said, keep them 3rd and long on this one, guys. Hopefully we can.
We saw the miss on the field goal earlier, too. I like the special teams advantage that the Trojans have. Moving folks around, play clock down to 13 and 10. Inside 10 when the ball is snapped. Handoff is off to the left side. Going to be driven out of bounds after a pickup of just one, maybe, and that'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Raymond Harris come up to run defense there. I'm not going to give him credit for the tackle, although he did force him to go out of bounds, so I might be a little stingy with my stats.
That was very stingy. He hits him and he goes out of bounds.
Nah, he took a few more steps, but I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
3rd down and just inside of 10. Play clock rolls at 15. Clock stopped at 1:05.
Watch this matchup down here, Doug.
That's Chamberlain again. Yeah. Pressure to the far side and just man coverage this way. They're looking the other way, though. Up in the air it goes, and Frazier, did he pull that? Oh, what a catch. Oh, my word. The ball looks like it's drifting out of bounds. And he catches that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he got a little confused on if he was going to try to knock it down or make the tackle, but that was a great catch by that young man.
Perfect throw on a dime over there to the far side, and it is 1st and goal for the 2nd time tonight for the Bears. 57 seconds to go until halftime. Trojans lead 6-0, but Catholic threatening for the 2nd time tonight. Handoff to the right side, stringing it out a little bit and going to be stopped there. It'll be 2nd down. They have went to the half down in Lafayette. It's 14-0 in that one. 14-0. John Curtis leading the way.
Doug. They're running the clock.
Yep. Off and going, 2nd down and goal. Give him maybe a yard. They actually gave him a yard. Now rolling this way. Going to tuck it inside.
Oh!
Still pressuring. Diving, missing, stepping out of bounds, and they'll stop it there. very elusive, and there Ethan will come out of the game, and Sykes will hustle back in. Nick, but take us through that.
Ooh, I tell you, he had that cut back when there was nothing. Great coverage by your Trojan defense. Some people get excited in the press box. I don't, but I saw open space there. But great work by Ethan Richard to fill that gap, and then Bryson Phoenix, because I thought he was off to the races there.
And look, they slips a couple of tackles in the backfield. Another big down. Keep an eye on Chamberlain wherever he is.
He's on the right side, actually in motion now,
He comes
Doug.
this way. Snap is back. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Got to get him down on the ground. It looks like they're setting up for a field goal is what it looks like they were doing.
Be eager to see, Doug. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 4.5.
Clock still runs, and they're going to run it down, it looks like, to probably right before and get a timeout, because you do see their head coach, Fuller, is standing beside the official and says, hey, let me have it at 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's where the timeout is made at 3 seconds. We'll keep it right here. We'll keep it here. And, Nick, we saw a field goal attempt out of them earlier that was short. And I don't know. I mean, you still got to keep your eye. Even if they do come out for one last play, a field goal attempt or whatever it is, keep an eye out for any mischief from them.
Yeah, I think it'll be a kick safe if they do. I mean, like I said, my assumption is, although the crowd wants them to go for it, my assumption is 4.5 yard line. They're gonna kick it. I think what happened. I think there was just a miss on the hold earlier. He was kicking the ball well in pregame, and he's kicked the ball well on film. So I would expect them to kick the field goal here.
Look, this is a battle of the defenses tonight in this one. There have been some turnovers, some big key stops, and it's been a game of field goals in this one.
Doug, with the huddle they have, I think they might be going for it with the huddle that they're doing.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like.
Yep.
They're coming out to have one last go at it, and they do bring in Graves at quarterback. He likes to run a bit. And look, you got the option for a fade to Chamberlain, who is off to the left side. This will be the final play, barring a penalty. And the Trojans take a timeout there, and I don't blame them.
Yep. Good work there by your Trojan coaching staff. That's their second. Catholic is out of timeouts, so if they go out, Doug, they have to run it. I mean, they don't have any timeouts left. But that really surprises me, Doug, unless something's wrong with their kicker. I know we do get the ball, and maybe that's what Coach Fuller's thinking about. We do get the ball second half, but just talk about how critical that kick return was for Catholic to start this drive on the plus. Well, it was the plus 49 for them.
Yeah, it just sets up everything on there. The first two were touchbacks, and a team that has to go 80 yards, which is where the touchback originates to, versus starting out in plus territory, you only have to go a little ways. And when you got a big weapon like Chamberlain, you just get the ball up to him, one out of your few shots. And now they're
going to kick. Okay.
Yeah, now they have brought in Tanner Forbes. Correction, is that Forbes to kick this one?
Yeah, Forbes. Yep, that's him. He's there.
But I still stay safe on this.
Yes, for sure.
This will be the final play. Snap is back, hold is there, kick up, and it is good through the uprights, and that gets us to halftime. Catholic cuts the lead in half on that field goal. We'll go to half, 6-3 Trojans. We'll get it coming out of the half. Nick, thoughts on the first half?
I mean, it's just a great game. It's a great defensive game. There's been 3 turnovers, 2 for your Trojans, 2 takeaways for your Trojans, 1 takeaway for the Bears, and hopefully that Kurt Ogg mentality. Hopefully we can bottle them up and keep them bottled up the second half. But Trojans going into halftime 6-3.
There you go. We'll be back. We'll take an opportunity to pay some bills. We'll do that, and we'll be back if our band or our performance, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So we're going to go step aside and let our sponsors get some love. We are broadcasting high atop Memorial Stadium in the Trios press box. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. We'll see you back for the second half.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LaLa Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
Discover.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at LouisianaAthleticClub.com.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
Hi, this is Robin with Little Cakes with Big Attitude, and I have some exciting news. Fall is finally here, and that means our amazing fall flavors are ready to go, hot, iced, or frozen. Delight your taste buds with flavors like spiced caramel apple, cinnamon roll, maple pecan, s'mores, and of course, pumpkin spice latte. And just when we thought fall couldn't get any better, we were voted Sinlaw's Choice for Best Bakery and Best Dessert. Little Cakes with Big Attitude in Alexandria or our Pineville location. Stop by today.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Here's an important message for everyone in Central Louisiana experiencing changes in their vision. If you've met this year's Medicare deductible and are experiencing vision changes due to cataracts, then right now is the best and most affordable time to schedule your procedure with the cataract team at Wallace Eye Associates. A new year means a new deductible, so when it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community's spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube. Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community's spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media.
And we are back to a look. If I tell people that it's windy, people that go back and listen go, "You're crazy." It was not. I tell you, the wind whips through this press box the way that it's up above the field like it is. But we are back here getting ready for second half action. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. And 6-3 in this ball game. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. See the clock ticking down, 4.5 to go. Nick, it has been the heavyweight battle that we thought it would be. But, man, give me your thoughts on it and maybe some stat updates.
Well, I will say this. I don't know if we were expecting a 6-3 halftime. I know one thing, Doug. This is the first time I've looked at the weather at halftime in our games.
Yeah.
It has only dropped 1 degree. Now, the humidity. Now, let me tell you my my little bit of weather knowledge I have. Humidity has gone up to 46%. And when that humidity is up, it feels colder. So that's tough there. But
that's ahead of that rain that is coming in this weekend, too.
Yes. So not a great stat night so far for your Trojans, except for the one stat that we like the most,
scoreboard.
Which is the scoreboard. Yeah. So we're looking at Carson is 8 for 15, 70 yards, and 1 interception. Kaysen rushing the ball is 14 carries for 35 yards.
Wow.
Noble, 9 carries for 33 yards. So if you want to add that up at home.
72.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If you want to add that up at home, 138 yards total offense for your Trojans. Okay. Receiving, Kaysen 1 for 7 yards. Noble 1 for 21. Griffin 1 for 15. Alex 3 for 24 yards. And then Hayden Burford 1 for 3 yards. We lead in the main the second main stat category, which is takeaways. We have 2 fumble recoveries, and they have 1 interception, so we're 2-1 there. So, hey, we're 2-1 on the score.
And that interception was in the end zone.
Yes.
And that's what's so troubling. They came out to the 6-yard
At
line.
the end of the first quarter, we recognized that.
So you do have some scores from along the way before KP catches up with Coach Bachman.
Yeah.
So we'll find Coach Bogman and KP here momentarily. They'll make their way down onto the field.
Non-select Division I, Neville at halftime, 34, Barb 0. Southside at halftime, 28-21 over Ruston. 21-14, Central over Zachary at second quarter. And Ouachita Parish Lions, 21, Parkway 16.
Our buddy Marshall Leffler hosts the Red River Roundup. He also is the Friday night voice for the Union Farmers. What are they doing?
They are.
They're going against the top-ranked Kinder.
And 7-6.
Before we get to that, let's go down to KP on the sideline, who is down with Coach Bachman. KP, what do you got for us, buddy?
Coach, hard-fought first half, 6-3 ball game, defensive battle. What's the key to the second half?
I got to make a few plays offensively. Certainly had our chances to put, some touchdowns on the board. Just missed it. It was going to be a full-quarter football game. Let's flush it. Let's go play the second half. Playing really well defensively. Opportunistic, getting off really tough in the red zone. Look, 4 quarters of football. Let's go play. Let's get them. Back to you, Doug.
There you go, KP. Thank you very much for that one. And we'll talk to Coach Bachman again following tonight's contest, but we're ready to get back out there again. We told you the Trojans do get the football to start the second half. They won the opening toss and deferred, and that's why they have it where they have it. Any other scores around the way jump out at you, or have you seen anything?
Yeah, your Union Parish fighting Marshall Leffler's 7. Kinder, Yellow Jackets 6.
Kinder, one of the best teams in the state. A lot of folks had them coming out of the bracket hoisting the trophy.
Of course.
But Coach Spat, not so fast, my friend.
It just, they turned it up in the playoffs. So, and then here you have your Trojans 6-3 over Catholic. St. Aug at halftime over Rumble 21-10. John Curtis 14-0 over Turlings, which you updated that one earlier. Still showing first quarter 22-6 Carr over Evangel. That could be a lot different, but not a lot of updates from that. And let's see, what else do we have here? Locally here, you have however, Madison Prep 22-16.
Gina's playing tonight.
Yeah, let's see where your Giants are at. Gina Giants are in
Coach Roark and company looking to make another big run at it. We know that our folks from KELB did a good article on that prior to today's game, so big shout out to Harrison Vapnick and Julia Keller for the work that they do out of KELB. Nick?
22-14, Gina Giants on top of Mansfield, 22-14 at halftime. Winner of that looks like they will play Sterlington. So Sterlington up 20-0 over Lauraville.
St. James, another team in that expected to get to the Dome. Where are they?
St. James 43, Oak Grove 13.
Look, much love to everyone that's still playing, but I think that St. James is your team this year. They've been runners-up the last 2 seasons, looking for their 3rd consecutive trip, and I think that they hoist, and that's nothing against a lot of great teams that are left.
One of your favorites from last year watching in the Dome, Cecilia Bulldogs down 26-0 at halftime over Wood Plaquemine. Belle Chase 27-0 over West Feliciana. Lutcher Bulldogs 21, Iowa 20. Iowa's been a big North DeSoto in a battle with Franklinton, 29-23. North DeSoto on top, the Griffins on top of Franklinton. And like I said, we gave the updates. I don't know if Central and Zachary have gone to halftime yet, but that is 24-14. Still Central on top there. And let's see what else we have in your select division. We have E.D. White, in select division 2, we have St. Charles 10, E.D. White 0. Vanderbilt Catholic, Lake Charles Prep 14-14.
Wow.
U High 22, Madison Prep 16. Shaw, which might be your favorite on that. Well, St. Charles, but Shaw 28-0 over Loyola. Loyola is number?
And Loyola has put up more points this year than they have in many, many years. We followed Restovich and that team throughout the playoffs.
Newman Greenies giving Dunham all they want. 27-16, Dunham on top of Newman. Catholic High New Iberia.
Dunham is on top in that game?
On top of Newman,
all
yes.
Right.
Catholic High New Iberia 14, Lafayette Christian Knights 20.
Wow.
Lafayette Renaissance 6, Notre Dame 7. So let me do this. And then Calvary Baptist 14, Jewel Sumner 0. And then in your select Division 4, this is a little upset here, I think, maybe I'm wrong. Riverside Academy 24, Washita Christian 7.
Look, Riverside has been one of those River Parish teams that they like a lot to go down there and play well. When we were on that show with Nick Campbell, and of course they loved them some Riverside this year.
Westminster Christian out of Opelousas 35, St. Ed's 8. So the Fighting Wayland LaRue's down there. And then Ascension Episcopal 35, Hamilton Christian 0 at half.
Look, they've got just a lot of turmoil, and we won't get into it. But
then Ascension Catholic 0, Catholic Point Capay 0. It's saying first quarter, so that's probably one that just hasn't been updated.
Yep, that's what we believe. We are ready to get this thing going here as they'll take the final 3 minutes into 2 minutes, and now that means we're ready to go with the minutes. And let's make sure, we can't start the clock. I'd love to start the clock going right now, but they frown on that.
Back to receive for Alexandria, number 4, Noble Williams, and number 10, Levant Mays.
Noble Williams and Mays back deep to receive. And we are ready to go. Second half action is upon us. 24 minutes remain in regulation here. And that is number 90, Graham Nassif, that will tee things up.
Lefty Doug
puts a foot into that one, high and going to be returnable. Off to the far side, Mays has it. Mays coming to the near side before he spun around and will go down. Does a good job of hanging on to the football because his arm initially had got hit is what twisted him around, but they'll start plus about a yard or two.
Yeah, that was number 22, Manny Lanzia, and the junior defensive back who almost stripped the ball, but good job by Mays to hold on to it.
And that's really good to see Mays out there contributing and doing the work that he does. Trojans will come out and have not really had a good time-consuming, long Trojans-type drive tonight, Nick.
No, but like I said, we got to take advantage of what they're giving us, though.
Griffin is in the backfield, kind of the H-back. Don't expect he's in there blocking. There's a toss. It goes to Griffin, and that one is gathered in right away, and I don't think they got the spacing that they needed to get that out on the edge. They were keying on Kyron Griffin as soon as he was in there.
Yeah, well-coached team here, Doug, this defense. They're all over the place on the run.
Griffin now in man coverage with Taylor Goldsmith. Drops back and gives a lot of space. Sellers and Fontenot. Fontenot to the near side. Noble Williams is the back. Burford is in at the slot. And another new H-back in there. That's Gaines McKenzie. Snap is back. Quick throw to Alex. Boy, that is... Alex has spun around and driven out of bounds. They'll stop it. And the open that you were talking about for the man who doesn't get excited in the press box was the man that jumped the route, and Carson put it right on the money. and got it out to Alex.
Yeah, glad he had some zip on that one because number 11, Harrison Kenner, was
third down and 3 now for the Trojans. Snap back toss goes to the far side. Noble has to cut it back. It does. Boy, what great vision. Noble down to the 35, and that's going to be a big-time first down for your Trojans out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, 9-yard cutback run there by Noble, and just great work by him to see the hole and go for it.
He had originally put that outside, and Thibodeau was in. Thibodeau now will come off. What a gutsy performance by Grayson Thibodeau. 3 receivers to the top. They hit one of them over there. That is Gaines. Gaines getting a block from Fontenot, and will pick up 6 on the play.
Yeah, Carrick there on the reception there on the little wide receiver screen, and good work for 6 yards.
They give him 5 officially, make it second down and 5 from the 43-yard line. Line to gain is the 48. Snap back there, Noble's got it. Noble coming this side. Boy, Peter pushed into the backfield and going to be tackled there right at the line of scrimmage. Noble hops up, but that is work by the big man we talked about earlier, Tarzan Derbon.
Yeah, just great work there. Peter Lofton is not a little man to be pushing around.
Not at all. And here comes Grayson Thibodeau back into the game. That tight set has Burford and Fontenot not far off the line of scrimmage. Back to pass now. Good pressure coming in, but got away from it. That one is thrown down. Back, Alex has it to the 31-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. And that was an offensive line that just stood up.
Yeah, good work there on where they're going to place it. They're going to place it at 30.
30-yard line it goes.
26-yard reception there.
Nick Magnano, I am Doug Gann in the Trios press box, bringing you Ash Trojan action. 1st and 10 from the Catholic 30-yard line. False start by Lofton.
Flag on the play.
And that'll make it 1st down and 15 now.
5 yards for a false start.
Yeah, when you have a 2-man route like the one on the last pass play, you better give your quarterback time.
Because you got extra blockers in.
And Fontenot just kept working, and then Carson rolled out here in a great combination there. But now 1st and 15, Doug.
1st and 15, but I'd rather it on 1st down than I would 2nd or 3rd if you're going to have it.
Only their 2nd penalty of the night so far.
Snap is back there. Sellers bobbles it. Play action on the screen. Good job, offensive line again. Sellers has to roll and dump this one off to Griffin. He can make some things happen. Does not. Only picks up 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd down and 12, maybe 13, depending on the spot. It's 13, so a 2-yard gain, Nick.
Yeah, good work there by the Catholic secondary. Everything was covered. You know, the check down was Griffin because he was actually the initial pump fake. But they had Fontenot and Burford covered.
Fontenot now to the near side. Burford in the slot. They roll that way, looking to throw it back the other way. Carson having to go down the middle. That's a tough place to throw it. He just chunks it out of bounds, and good work there.
And fastball is incomplete.
Oh, this is just bogging down here. And still, they are in field goal range, but you're at the very edge of it.
I will say, Doug, it does feel like that the wind is blowing in Eli's favor here, but I would like for them to get closer.
But the flag's not moving at
not,
all.
But I feel it coming from our left. At least the left side of my face is colder than the right side. How's that sound?
3rd down and 12. I understand and agree. Back to pass to Sellers. He's rolling near side. They throw it back the other way.
Boy.
That is Noble. Yeah, the screen. And just blown up again. Taking too long to develop on that.
Yeah, it's going to be they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. No, there's going to be a 1-yard loss there on that one.
Alexandria with a
4th down and 14. And Sellers and company look like they'll stay out there.
Harrison Kidner, he is not number 11 DB. He has not been fooled on that stuff.
Carson and them trying to get them to jump off sides and get back into field goal range, perhaps. 7 and 6 and 5 on the play clock, down to 4. The snap is there. Kick is away, and we knew that was coming.
Oh, Bradford's back there. Good
that
work
will
there.
check down. That is just beautiful, beautiful work by Carson Sellers to do exactly what Carson does.
Yeah, that always makes me nervous when you have 5 offensive linemen. If they do sneak somebody back there to return it, I don't want to kick 6 like Auburn did to Alabama a few years back.
In honor of the Iron Bowl that our friends are attending, we've got a couple of folks over there watching that one, or getting ready to watch that one. And so a big shout out to them. If you're looking for anything in the central Louisiana area or the Acadiana area, SinlawIsHome.com, and down there in that Lafayette area, AcadianaIsHome.com. Check out the LaLua Group for all your real estate needs. First down and 10, go the Catholic Bears from the 8-yard line. Trojans showing a blitz, rolling to the near side. Again, out to Chamberlain, who slips a couple of tackles, continues to fight, but there's Trey to hold on.
Yeah, they're rolling the pocket here, and Jayton gave him a little cushion there, and unfortunately couldn't make the tackle. He ran for another 5 to 6 yards, but good work there by Z9 to bring him down.
Still like the pressures that they were getting. Trojans on their opening possession have to punt it away, and now Catholic trying to get down. They scored on their last. There's a little bit of an end around. Good clear out block on the far side. Jayton's going to be the only one to catch up. He does not.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, they get him. It just pushes him out of bounds at the 27-yard line. But it's coming all the way back. Back that bear
Look
up.
at Jackson.
Back that bear up, yeah. Usually the one that's there is the one that was held in that.
And I'm grateful for that. That was Blaine Bradford on that end around there. So they're pulling out every stop. And a matchup like this, you definitely have to. But we'll take that. That's their second penalty of the night on that hold, Doug.
And officially it'll be 10 yards, Nick, but that's going to be about a 55, 58-yard penalty when it's all said and done.
Yes.
8:38 now. Here in the third, both teams have had it once. Catholic actually on their first possession. First down and 20 now for the Bears. Snap is back and a handoff to the left side.
Oh,
spinning through that, had him stopped again, and the Trojans tackling. That's a 22-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, off their left side, and that's been the thing, Doug. We've been trying to arm tackle most of the night, and they just run through them. They keep their legs pumping, and they run through them. Neville destroying Barb, about to be a running clock, 40-20. So I don't know who.
40-20 or 40-0?
40-0, excuse me.
Nick had that as his upset lock of the week.
I had it last week, though, and they beat West Monroe, but you are correct.
Snap is back there, little pump fake. Going over the top, got a man open, is Chamberlain, and Terry just unable to get there. And that's going to be first and goal from the 5-yard line. And here goes that passing game of Catholic. Just, they are working on the big man there.
Yeah, we talked about him, Jude Chamberlain, and I was afraid he was going to be a big part of their game plan tonight.
Trojans defense has stiffened up down here a couple of times. What do they have left in them?
Wildcat, Doug.
That's Miles off the right side. Miles into the end zone. Touchdown, Catholic. Catholic will take their first lead of the game in this one. It is 9-6. And Nick, what's most disheartening is that they did have that big one called back too, because they were back down there a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, it didn't affect them one bit. They just drove the ball right down the field. So they got the stop they needed, and now we need to put an offensive drive together, Doug.
Trojans trail for the first time tonight. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. Best kick that we've seen out of him all night. 10-6. Bears lead this one, and we'll be back right after this on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never.
We are back here at Memorial Stadium. Trojans have been held out of the press box. Kyron Griffin is back deep to receive. He is there with Noble Williams. Noble and Kyron. Mays had been back there previously. We'll see. Trojans need a little bit of a momentum shift right here in this one. They were held out on their first possession. And Catholic goes right down the field, and that was a 94-yard drive. Kick is away, and it's going towards Griffin, but going to chase Griffin. He's got it at the goal line. They'll run the clock. Griffin slips out of a tackle there, but is going to be brought down at the 12-yard line. And again, it almost seems like he's waiting for the whistle to blow.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take the ball out of a playmaker's hands, but
that's right.
We lose 8 there because he brings it, pretty much would have been in the end zone. But once again, you just never know. Sometimes it can pop back into the field of play. So
first down and 10 from the 12 is where the Trojans will have it. 8:01 to go in the third quarter. Trojans have got to establish a drive. They have not done it tonight. 3 receivers to the near side. That is Noble, who goes out into the formation. Quick screen inside to Griffin. Griffin up the middle, runs by the official, gets to the outside. Ball is on the ground, and Catholic's going to have it. And that is about the worst thing you could have had happen following that, and that's given all the momentum over to the Bears.
Yeah, he looks like Doug. He looks like he actually, might take it to the house, ran into Gaines McKenzie. Then he cuts back to try to make a play and then loses the ball. So, tough there by your Trojans. And like I said, it's kind of hard when you come back from an injury like that.
10 straight points now scored by this Bear team. And it's time for the Trojans defense to stand up yet again. They'll start from the 23-yard line, will the Bears. 7:49 remaining. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, along with a 10-6 Catholic High lead. Snap is back there. Handoff goes off to the right side. And look, if they run the ball, I'll take that. It's when they start getting back and throwing the ball is where it's been troublesome.
Yeah, Jackson Townsend there. They're going to go quick here, Doug.
2nd down and 8. Give him a 2-yard gain on that one. Snaps back looking for the quick hitter to the near side behind some blocking. Ball is on the ground and incomplete. And that's 3rd down now.
Whew.
Right? That was something. That ball sat there for a little while to the receiver behind that little group of receivers.
Yeah, I guess he did throw it. That's one I would like to I'd like to have been able to see it. I guess it did go forward, but if it didn't go forward by much.
3rd down and 7 here, 7:27 remaining. Catholic going right to left. 3rd period we play. Snap is back. Looking over the middle of that little lob to Chamberlain, and there's going to be, when you got Xavier on him in coverage, and he was hanging on and didn't turn around, and you name it, and that's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, that's going to be a half the distance. Well, they call it a hold, so that'll be a full 10 yards because they're at the 20, right?
They're
Correct?
at the 20, dead on the 20-yard line, so either way. They'll march it down to the 10, and the result of the play is going to be a 1st down. And that's just, they tried to get him down the seam to X, and that's still a mismatch when you've got a receiver the caliber of Jude Chamberlain.
Yeah, and you could see it, and that's something that we saw, that they do that pop pass, and X had good coverage, just needed to have hands off of him.
Snap back there up the middle, it goes to Miles. Miles is going to get a couple.
Something else, Doug, our defense has been on the field a lot.
Yeah, this all game they have, because the short field has been there for the Trojans. 2nd down and goal. Starting the 4th quarter down in Lafayette, and John Curtis up 14-0 in that one.
Wildcat here, Doug, with
that's Miles that'll be back there. Miles gets the snap, runs off the left side, stutter stepping around and dragged it down in the back by Trey Williams.
Yeah, great job by your Trojan defense to force it, string it out. Trey comes up, makes a big play. Good work by Z9 there for his fifth solo tackle of the night.
The Trojans can hold him to a field goal here that keeps it at a one-score lead. That would be huge. This Trojan defense have had their backs against the wall the entire game. 3rd down and goal. Snap is back. There's a little play action. They're going out of the backfield wide open. And lost him out of the backfield. That is complete to Justin Batiste for the touchdown.
Yeah, everything flowed to the right, and they, run him out the backfield in that little wheel route, and he's wide open.
Let's see if we got that again on there, too. We'll look at it before you'll see a play action there, and they just roll him out. Nobody goes with him, and just wide open into the end zone. Yeah. And it is 16-6. PAT is pending.
Yeah, you have a play there where missed it, I think. Yep, missed it.
Yeah, no good, and that keeps it at 10 points. 6:07 here in the third. We'll be back following this. You're watching Ash Trojan football on 446 Sports. Quickly back we go. This has been a difficult, that big run back on the kickoff allowed him to go down and get the 3 points. And then let's see who's back there. I see Noble, and we'll see if is that still?
I think it's Mays is back there again.
Facing that side, well, a little bit of a different look. The lefty kicker goes right towards Mays, and that's going to get into the end zone for a touchback. And that's one of those that I don't even know why you go up and get.
Yeah. Neville 42-0 over the Buccaneers of Barb, so that's a running clock. Southside and Ruston 28-28 in the third quarter. Ouachita Parish 21, Parkway 16, Central 21, Zachary 14. And then the scores have not changed from our division, except for this one.
A lot of football to go in this, but the Trojans have really, they've moved the football, but have not been able to find the end zone. That is Noble that is back in the backfield with Carson. Snap back, and Noble will get it off to the left side. He is brought down immediately for, they'll give him half a yard perhaps.
Yeah, we really need to give our defense a break here, gentlemen, but I don't know if we're going to be able to string together a bunch of runs here.
2nd down and 9. Trojans trail 16-6. Just 2 Eli Fung field goals. Handoff up the middle, and the run blitz off the side is there, and that's number 11 again.
Yeah, Harrison Kidner. And have Cooper Robinson in at tight end now for Gaines McKenzie, and I'm going to see what they do here. Probably going to bring in a couple of other receivers. Yeah, it looks like Griffin's coming in for Cooper Robinson.
Griffin will be out at the top of your screen. Alex Fontenot is to the near side. Burford in the slot comes out, and they tell Alex the play. Down to 9, 8, and 7 on the play clock. In motion, they go 5 and 4 and 3. Snap is back. Here comes a blitz down the middle. It goes completed, zipped out to Griffin. Griffin's got it. He is hit, but it's going to be a big-time pass and catch, and that's a first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, 18-yard pitch and catch there on that slant from Carson to Griffin.
Clock rolls here. 4:46 remaining in the third. First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trojans have to get some of those put together. Same formation. This time it sends Thibodeau in motion. They throw it back that way and picked off. That is picked off, and they have been on that one throughout the night. That is Harrison Kidder who dives down and gets that one. Let's take a look at it one more time if we have it. Nope. All right, we don't.
Yeah, just getting too much pressure on the screen, and like I said, the patience has been there, but that one, you know, he had to get rid of it fairly quickly, and Kidder makes a great diving reception for the INT. Defense needs to come up big here, gentlemen.
There is
a big stop here.
There is no option at all. The Trojans have got to get a stop. They've got to get a turnover or something. You cannot allow any more points in a game where you've scored just 6.
That was Carson's 24th passing attempt of the game.
First down and 10. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Bion and Carrick Gaines there on your tackle, and that's what they're going to want to do. They're going to try to bleed this clock now, Doug, and they're really good at that.
Well, when you get a possession off of a turnover, and we don't lead the turnover battle any longer, 2nd down and 8, and that's the difference of 2 halves is the turnover margin.
That's right.
We've got to find a way to take the ball away. 2nd down and 8, and there's going to be offsides.
Dre Frazier moved too early. He's probably getting chirped at over there, and he definitely left early.
Xavier quickly to get in there and talk to Hobbs about getting Chippy back with the Catholic High guys, and that's what they're looking to do. 2nd down and 3, and that changes the playbook a lot, Nick.
Yeah, it does. The whole playbook's open now. Probably look for a quarterback draw here, Doug, with them going 5 wide.
We have seen a lot of that tonight. Of course, he's also pump faked out of that too. He's just going right over the top. They're going for a big one to Miles out of the backfield. And that is another touchdown for Catholic High. And Nick, they have rolled off 22 straight points.
Yeah, Carrick was following him, but Raymond Harris looking in the backfield, and he runs right by him. And great pass there by their number 13. Oh, Turner Goldsmith, and become a tough half so far, Doug, for your Trojans.
Indeed, a tough 3rd quarter. A lot of football to go. That one snapped low. The kick is up, and it is good. 23-6. Leaded by 17, Duke Catholic. We'll be back after this. You're watching Ash Trojan Playoff Football on 446 Sports.
Here's an important message for everyone in Central Louisiana experiencing changes in their vision. If you've met this year's Medicare deductible and are experiencing vision changes due to cataracts, then right now is the best and most affordable time to schedule your procedure with the cataract team at Wallace Eye Associates. A new year means a new deductible, so when it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at...
Back here we go. It has been all Catholic High in the last 10 minutes or so, and that does put us back to the final minute of the 2nd quarter. Trojans led this one 6-3, got the opening kickoff. That drive stalled, and they have been able to do nothing with it since then. Ball high and into the air and is brought in. And Catholic is just firing away. Mays got hit pretty good there. Ball at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, update. Ruston Bearcats now on top of Southside, 35-28, Doug. Ouachita Parish still on top of Parkway, 21-16.
3:32 to go. Trojans trail this one by 3 scores. They're down 17, have just scored 6 in the game. That's 2 Eli Fong field goals. Snap back there. Noble will get it in the backfield, and he is met 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to end up having a 5-yard loss, almost 6-yard loss there.
They give him officially 5 yard. Yeah, 5 yard lines. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, you don't want to completely go against away from the run, Doug.
Right.
You got to keep them honest, but also need to get some.
But they're pinning their ears back now, and
on the other side of that wall.
Snap is back there. They look to go the other way. That screen is knocked down and nearly intercepted.
Yeah, and Price lost his helmet, so looks like Gage is going to come in. Gage Williams coming in for Aiden Price at left guard because he lost his helmet. That was his 25th attempt, Doug.
And that is not what you wanted to see. And Coach Bachman will tell him if he's got to throw the ball that many times, we're in a lot of trouble tonight.
Yeah, they have shut down the run game. We've had 3 positive yards.
3-man front for Catholic now as they've got 8 guys dropped back in coverage, and that's why it's near impossible to throw. Boy, Carson just gets blasted.
Yeah, big pressure there by number 27. He's a freshman, huh? Oh, boy.
Going to be good for a while. That is Stratton Kane.
Okay. Is that Stokes is defensive lineman, I think.
Yes.
Jack Stokes, yeah. And pardon us, ladies and gentlemen, but they have 2 number 27s that play defense. One has DB and one has D-line, so.
Both freshmen.
Yes.
Snap back, kick is away and high, and he had to pull that one up a little bit. It bounces around, and my, oh my, Catholic's going to start at the Trojan 32-yard line, and things getting from bad to worse here in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, and you don't want your kicker to extend, but if he's extended there, he might get roughed, which, like I said, you don't want him to get hurt. But he did pull back his leg, and they were really close to hitting him. So need a big stand here by the team. I mean, there's 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We can put up some points. We just need a big stand here.
Something has got to change defensively. There's got to be some big momentum shift in this. It gets that momentum on it is deathly quiet on the far side of the field. Motion comes around. Handoff is there.
It's Blaine Bradford.
The difference is just turnovers. We were creating them in the first half, and now it's just been Catholic High taking care of the football.
Yeah, in this half, your DBs are starting to rack up on the tackles, and like we talked about pregame, that's not what you want. Did bring Bradford off the field, I think. No.
2:11 to go left in this quarter off the left side, and those tackles that we were making early and all season or not. Now it's third down and just a yard.
Yeah, spikes and Xavier there after Carrot Gaines. He runs through the arm tackle of Carrot Gaines. But that's the fourth person to take a snap, the fourth player to take a snap for this Catholic offense. Like we talked about how multiple they are, Doug.
Jude Chamberlain, watch, he's off the right side, just split off the line. Here comes a little bit of a run blitz. Coach Merce trying to dial something up. The clock will stop momentarily to reset the chains following the 2-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, Jackson there initially to trip him up, but he falls forward for the first down.
I like the call. I like the run blitz that was there. But every time that Catholic gets a first down, they're able to chew up another couple of minutes of the game clock.
Yeah.
Miles, the receiver, or the running back that is there. Snap is back, and he does get it. He's been in the end zone once today.
Yeah, Bryson Phoenix there bringing him down after what looks to be like a 3-yard gain. But once again, your defense has been on the field so much, Doug. You know, it's kind of hands on hips, and this is the way we usually like to run the ball at our opponents.
This is where, you've seen this a lot. 2nd down and 7, under a minute to play third quarter. 17 and 16 on the play clock. Back to pass now. Here comes pressure up the middle. Stands in the pocket and delivers a hit. X comes in and returns the favor that was on Sellers earlier. But Goldsmith stands in the pocket and delivers a big-time throw.
Yes, and he did. He got just waxed by Xavier, and it was a clean hit, but good work by that young man to stand in
and that's going to do it. They're going to hold off here and get down there. No, they do have to snap it again. They can't.
Yeah.
That was I guess they just went to a 25-second clock. That's strange.
We like that because they're at 6 and so, they're going to probably, they have to take a timeout.
And right there, you don't mind doing it. It should, they're running the clock here still, but should get back to about 8 seconds. Not that that's going to make
I'll take it.
A big difference, but
I'll take another 4 seconds on that clock.
It'll be first down and goal when they come out of this from the 6-yard line, and they have spent the bulk of their night in Trojan territory. Had it not been for a couple of big stands defensively by the Trojans early on, this thing could have got out of hand early. It's on the verge of that right now if the Trojans can't get a stop and then get something going.
See if we have any changes on the other scores in this division. Curtis still up 21-0 over Turlings. Like I said, 23-6 here. St. Aug still 28-10 over Rummel, and Cards showing at half 29-6 over Evangel. Union Parish, 14-6 over Kenner, and Gina now 30-14 over Mansfield.
Back to action we go. Should be the final play of the third. Snap is there. It's a handoff off the left tackle, and Miles is going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. Jaden Miles, the junior running back, gets into the end zone. And I don't know if they ran the clock at all that time.
No, they didn't.
29-6.
Victory on the snap. Alexander on the hold.
Again, this was a game that was 6-3 at halftime, Nick. Trojans defense has been out on the field, like you said, a lot. Snap is back. Kick is up and away, and it is good. 30-6.
Yeah, Doug, we talked about how we were going to have to be able to run the ball.
Yeah,
we're going to have to be able to keep this offense off the field. They did well in the first half, keeping them off the field. A couple of turnovers, which allowed us to keep them off the field. And then we talked about how multiple this team is on offense. And then they did not run the clock, Doug.
No.
Because that play did not take 2 seconds, which I'll take it because we do need time. But,
so officially 6 seconds remain in the third, unless they put more time on it than we thought they did. But now 30 unanswered by Catholic High in a game that the Trojans led 6-0. And, man, you leave a lot of points on the board early on that could have opened up the lead a little bit. Credit Catholic's defense for just having all the answers tonight.
Yeah, and once you put us in a pass, and it doesn't matter if you have Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Troy Aikman back there, if they know you're going to throw the ball when we only have 3 receivers in the routes. I mean,
and they've got 8 guys back in coverage. That's a big difference. And they will let that one check up into the end zone. Look, that young man is pretty excited about it out there. That's number 90 that does the kicking, and Graham Nassif, the junior, place kicker, doing his job.
Yes, he is.
Boy, Nick, stranger things have happened, but the Trojans have got to do every single thing right for the next 12 minutes and 6 seconds. Alex and Hayden switch sides.
It's like Doherty's on the top, Doug.
They send Noble out that way. Back to pass. They'll set up the screen to Burford. Burford's got it, and down the middle goes Hayden. Hayden busting around, and well, you can listen to my my amazement because that doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, 20-yard reception there on that wide receiver screen to, I guess, a jailbreak screen as they call it.
Fourth quarter coming. We'll be back right after this. You are watching Ash Trojan playoff football on 446 Sports.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
Hi, this is Robin with Little Cakes with a Big Attitude, and I have...
Getting ready for the fourth quarter. We go. Trojans trail this one by 24. Just 3 scores down, 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, and the Trojans can be back in it. Stepping up at the pocket, ball is on the ground, and that's going to be recovered by Catholic.
Number 27, Doug. Your boy.
Yeah, look, he has been there
Jack
the entire
Stokes.
Yeah, Jack Stokes, the freshman defensive lineman. And man, this is has gotten pretty ugly in this one, and it's a turnover battle. Trojans were leading the turnover battle 2-1 in the first, and they had a 6-3 lead. What has it been, 4-0 in the second half? Has it been 4 turnovers?
I think 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, I think 3, and then we had the 3-and-out where we punted last time. I think it's 3. I think a fumble, K5's fumble, and then Carson's interception on the screen, and then that fumble, I think.
Yep, that sounds like it to me. 11:55 remaining and a short field for Catholic. They'll bring motion. They're looking to give it to Miles. Miles busts to the outside, and he's going to house it. 32-yard touchdown run for Jaden Miles. He gets that one to the house, and it is 36-6.
Yeah, faked a little sweep this way and got us moving to the left. He had one man to beat on that left side, and he did. And of course, that's what happens. You have to go all out for the run. You try to get a turnover, try to get a stop.
And that's a lot of football to go, but that's a backbreaker right there. The fumble, and then the one-play touchdown run. Back after this, 37-6. Trojans trail in the fourth quarter. In the quarterfinal round, we'll be back.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
The ring. Nope.
We are back here, 37-6. It's been a 34-point third quarter and 12 seconds of the fourth. It has been all Catholic high since about a minute to go in the half. That one is going to be back to the end zone. Mays picks it up there, drops it, now has to regain it, and there's more trouble coming. Mays will get back to the 15. And, Nick, it just seems like they have started there the entire night.
Yeah, it's been rough. This guy, he puts it right there to where it's on the edge, and it's inside the 5. It kind of reminds me of what the
NFL?
What the NFL's doing these days, to where
in the landing zone is where it went.
Yep. So see if we can't get something going, something positive here for your Trojans. And a
lot of young players in this one for the Trojans that'll be back. Not saying that anything is over with by any means, but this is a team made up of a lot of underclassmen, a few seniors playing what looks like maybe their final game in this one that we've had the pleasure of calling.
Yeah, a little stop route there, a little out stop route for K5 there, goes through his hands.
Yeah, Kyron unable to hang on to that one. And again, Nick, you talked about 30 pass attempts for Carson, and that's not what was your game plan tonight.
Yeah, and my assumption is, Doug, that K5 probably can't tackle because of his shoulder injury, which is, also, affected the play, with him not being on defense, and because he did have a shoulder injury going into last week's playoff game.
Snap back there. Going over the end, that one's intercepted, and is going to get to the house, to the 10-5 touchdown.
Number 15, Ian Locklear with the pick.
That is number 15, Ian Locklear, the senior defensive back, just hanging around out there.
Yeah, kind of a deep crosser there for Alex, overthrown a little bit, and safety over the top there with the interception.
Forwards on to attempt the point after. Liberty on the snap, Alexandria on the hold.
40 points here in the third and fourth and 12 or 32 seconds of the fourth. Remember, it was 6-3. Trojans had the lead going into the break. Very solemn night here on the far side. Here on this side, they're enjoying things. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Ash Trojan.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other.
And we are back here, 11:28 remaining in this one, 44-6. It is, to say the least, a flurry that has been put on by the Bears in this one, and they are looking like they will move on to head down to New Orleans to face Edna Carr. That one goes back into the end zone just barely.
Ruston Bearcats 40, Southside 28. Ouachita extends their lead now 28-16. Zachary and Central tied up 21-21. Neville final over Barb 42-0. So that's so Neville advances, and
Neville in the Final Four in this one. They'll be in the semifinals, and they're moving down to 4A Division II next year.
Yeah, and they just had a running clock with the team that beat West Monroe last week.
I'm going to tell you, Trojans trying to avoid that here, Nick.
Yeah.
They trail by 38. Handoff goes to the right side to Noble. Noble and Kaysen, sophomores, will be back. Alex and Carson, both juniors. A lot of the skill guys will be back around. Eli, of course, is coming back.
Turling's 21-7, or Turling's update. John Curtis 21, Turling 7. Yeah.
So the magical season for Coach Mikey Corville in his first year comes to an end.
Now they're still in the they're still in the fourth quarter.
I thought he said final.
No, I'm sorry. Update 21-7. Excuse me.
All right, back to pass now. Carson going over the top. He's sending one down to Alex, and that is just played beautifully defensively by number 3.
Yeah, it's Pearson Carmouche. Doug,
yes.
Let's look at this. You do have Peter Lofton. Peter Lofton is a junior. You have
we had 16 seniors.
Aiden Price is a
we're
senior.
On senior night, yeah.
Aiden Price is senior on this offensive line. Everybody else are juniors, or excuse me, underclassmen. Of course, Grayson Thibodeau, senior, starter in H-back.
You coming to the near side. That screen is set up. Burford once again has it, and he is just flat dropped there. And there's not anything that the Trojans have been able to do tonight, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and Eli Fung will come out to kick it away.
Yeah, 2-yard loss there on that screen play to Hayden Burford.
Back deep to receive, number 16 is Bo Thomas, it looks like. Snap back is high, but pulled in. That kick is away. Going to be short and check up there, and he just has to get out of the way. And it doesn't matter if the Trojans touch it, but that was Amarion Simon that goes back and gets that one.
Yeah, and then, of course, across this defense, Doug, you have Jay Frazier, senior, Carrot Gaines, senior, Xavier White, senior, Peyton Hobbs, senior.
Yeah, we've got some names that we've called a long
Jay
time.
Spikes, yeah, Jay Spikes, senior. Gary Boatman is a junior. So 4 or 5 who've participated on this defensive side of the ball for your Trojans that are seniors.
10 minutes even remain here. Handoff up the middle. Spinning around, that's a new running back. No, that's Justin Batiste, so he's been active tonight.
Yeah, number 14 now, James Pendarvis, junior quarterback, number 14 now for Catholic on the handoff. So, hey, nothing like having 2 senior quarterbacks, backup's a junior quarterback. So
good to see that young man getting in there to play. And, well, based on all of this, John Curtis, Edna Carr next week for the right to go to the Dome and play the other side bracket, which is
Catholic Edna Carr.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You said John Curtis Edna Carr. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, play the winner of Edna Carr. Yeah, that's correct. Low snap.
Looks like 3 Catholic League schools will advance, and then
in the select,
and then Catholic Baton Rouge,
and 3 2-5A teams over in the non-select side of it. Look like they're moving on. So, well, just a tough night for the Trojans. Big, explosive night. Catholic has been all over everything tonight that the Trojans have tried to do. The second half adjustment, second half, Catholic came out firing away.
28-22 Ouachita over Parkway right now, so Parkway's making a little comeback.
Play action roll out by the lefty, and that one is thrown complete. Down the sideline he goes. Needed 17, he gets 16, and that'll bring up 4th down and a yard.
Raymond Harris with the pushing out right there.
Just sort of a first down.
I mean, needed 17, got 16 out of the deal.
Zachary is taking the lead over Central 24-21.
He comes off. They'll go Wildcat out of this. They bring in number 21. First time we've seen Lamont Robinson in there. Looks like he'll take that.
Looks like Dalton Hilliard out there, doesn't he?
He does, indeed. Same number.
Yeah.
Same all that.
Stout.
To the left.
Oh, got him.
Wow, big penetration up the middle, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah,
the stature of him, I mean, he just looks a lot like Dalton Hilliard. You're right.
Z9, the first one there, and then Ethan Richard and Hobbs bringing them down. So good work by your Trojan defense to not fold there. Doug, it looks like Union Parish and Kinder 14-14.
Got a good one over on Under the Lights. Check them out on YouTube and Facebook. Under the Lights.
Gina 44-20 over Mansfield.
Coach Rourke and the Giants looking to head into the semifinals again.
John Curtis Turling's final, 21-7. John Curtis.
Sellers down the sideline spinning around and unable to hold on to that one was Fontenot.
That would have been an amazing catch.
Trojans have not backed off of anything. They continue to fire away. You've got Noble that's in the backfield. Hayden Birchford to the near side with Griffin. Griffin, another one of those. No, he's a junior, isn't he? Yeah, he's a guy that'll be back. Noble to the far side is stopped there at the line of scrimmage and spun around. His forward progress gets him, we'll see if they move it, maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Under 8 minutes to go here in this quarterfinal matchup. Matchups will be set.
Doug.
Edna Carr and Catholic of Baton Rouge.
Doug, select Division II getting interesting. Madison Prep takes the lead over U-High, 24-22.
U-High's led that one most of the way.
Yep, Vanderbilt Catholic 21, Lake Charles Prep 20. Still St. Charles big over E.D. White, that's a final, and Shaw big over Loyola Prep.
Not sure.
False start.
Price goes to the ground. So it'll be 3rd and 14.
We have cut our penalties down, Doug. That's just the 5th penalty of the night.
But the turnovers.
Yeah.
We've had more turnovers than penalties. And we're right at it.
You're correct. 5 and 5. Right at it. You're correct.
That's a terrible stat.
Yeah.
Unless both of them are 0.
See if we can get some updates here on.
Sellers the other way. That one is too tall to call and out of bounds. It'll be 4th down and 14.
His 39th attempt. 34th attempt of this game.
Regardless, anything that starts with a 3 in front of it and doesn't stop right there spells a rough night for the Trojans, and it has. Certainly want to thank all of the sponsors who helped to bring this to you all season long. We have been brought to you by Alexandria Pineville. Explore AlexandriaPineville.com as our overall title sponsor. We have broadcast live from the Trios press box, which we will be all year. And all season long, Ash Trojan football has been brought to you by your Kubota dealers of Louisiana. Of course, Sadler's Towing, a proud sponsor of our Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. And a big shout out to all of the Sadlers tonight. Wallace Eye Associates has been with us from day one in this, and a host of others that have been a part of it. Sabine State Bank has been our game ball sponsor. Of course, Southern Air presents our cool play of the game. Express Pros, our lineman of the week. Again, as we told you, Trios Press Box. Back home, Sinaloa Grill and Chill provided our Press Box food for us, and we're so grateful to those guys for that. This Trojan season is going to come to an end here in the quarterfinal round.
Doug, I was looking at the scores. You mentioned walk-ons.
Getting to them as we look at it, that has been our Thursday night home or our Tuesday night home sometimes for 7 years now for the Thomas Bachman Show, and looking forward to being back there another season. Tough one this season. I mean, you lose a lot of guys out there, but again, a great year for the Trojans.
Zachary still 24-21 over Central in the
Snap
fourth.
back there. That is a direct snap once again. That was to number 21, Lamont Robinson.
Yeah, Carrot Gaines and Jayton Terry. Good to see Jayton healthy for this last little run here for your Trojans. What you have coming up, Doug?
We have, Nick, I don't know. A lot of basketball will go on. Check out 8 a.m. in the morning. We'll be on there with Marshall Leffler talking about this game. We'll have a little bit of, we'll break down the season for the Trojans. There's Jackson Townsend and Peyton Hobbs. They get that one. But basketball season is in full swing. Also keep an eye out for our coverage of the NAIA football playoffs. We will be covering that. That is where Louisiana Christian University calls their home in the Sooner Athletic Conference. So there are 16 teams that remain. 8 games tomorrow in the NAIA playoffs as they make the chase for the Red Banner. That championship game is in North Crowley there on December 20th. That ball is snapped back past Robinson, and he's going to go down for a loss of, 12. But coming up December the 30th, Nick, we'll all get back together for the Gridiron All-American Bowl game.
Yeah, Louisiana Christian University will be the site of that. Also have some coverage from camp, during that time. So Yeah, keep an eye on Facebook and YouTube on the page, and a lot of videos. We meet a lot of great kids and great people through that.
One of those young men, Zeke Carwile, is still in the NAIA playoffs, and he's in that final group playing with the 16 teams that remain.
Skillet.
From Lick Skillet, Alabama.
Alabama.
That's right.
Him and his dad have a missionary work they do.
Dr. Joel Carwile, that's right.
And met a couple of young men from Canada 1 year.
Hey, that was 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Now, or is it a couple years? I don't know, 3 years, I guess. Rolling to the far side, Jackson Townsend gives chase, but able to come out of there and drop that one down the sideline, nearly picked off.
Yeah, good pressure there. Yeah, I think that was 2 years ago because I helped you cover him.
That's right.
And then I wasn't there for the game. And then last year, probably the highlight last year was we had the young man from, and I feel bad that I can't remember his name, big, tall defensive end that we called him. You know, we noticed quickly just a well-rounded young man, a great athlete, and he ended up signing. You know,
used that game to get into college and play football, and they are paying for it himself. Nearly blocked, bounces around, and it will come back here. Z9 was looking to get him another one, but
yeah, definitely fighting here till the end for your Trojans, the defense, and see if we can't get something positive here for the offense going into the off season.
Big shout out to our crew tonight that helped make this one possible. Down on the field, KP Miles and Matthew Magnano has been keeping up with your scoreboard and all of that for you tonight. Up here, it is Nick Morrow on production for us, an instant replay. And, of course, Landon Anderson, who has manned the camera tonight. Nick Magnano finishing his 3rd season with me, Noble Williams, along the far side and going to be stopped there.
That right there is just the example of what has really hurt the Trojans tonight is we just could not get the running game going, and credit to Catholic on stopping them. Kaysen has not had a carry this half, Doug. I wonder if he's hurt. Hard to see over there.
He may just be out of this one. Far side is Noble. Noble cuts back to the inside. Trojans have been held out of the end zone tonight, Nick, and you'd have to go back and look at a lot of film to see the last time the Trojans were without an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's hadn't been the last 3 years.
Yeah. Sellers with the handoff to Noble, and up the middle it goes, and they'll give him the first down. 3:14. Of course, we told you earlier about the LaLua group. I'm grateful for the work that they do and in helping bring you work. Firehouse Subs, the official sandwich shop of 446 Sports. Did you know we had an official sandwich shop, Nick?
I do.
You did know that.
Yeah, enjoy them. Appreciate their support.
Toss goes to the far side. Our friends at Express Employment Professionals. There goes Noble continuing to grind away and fight. Clock will run to 51 and counting.
Yeah, we're going to give them 7 yards there off of that. So some positive yardage here for your Trojans on this drive.
Now, again, 6 points on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. That was 2 field goals.
Tyler Bowman in at tailback now.
Good to see Tyler. Tyler is a junior running back that, of course, will be back with the Trojans. Toss comes inside to Fontenot. Fontenot cuts up the middle. First time that we've seen him, I guess, run that play. He doesn't quite get to the line to gain.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
They gave him the first down.
Yeah,
so it'll be first down and goal from first and 10 from the 11 is where it'll be.
I agree with you, Doug. That was a friendly spot. Looked like it might have been a little short, but we'll take it.
They have moved it up to the 10. He got to the 10-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 10 as they quickly run Noble into the wide receiver spot. Don't expect the ball to go to Noble here as he missed that. They'll roll to the near side. Carson's going to have to square up his body. Spins around and going to go down. A sack there by number 22. That is Manny Aniza. Gets that one, L-L-A-N-E-Z-A, if you're scoring at home.
Yeah, loss of 11 there on that one. First sack that we've had tonight. There's not many people open, Doug, on that one. He may have, Bryce kind of showed up, open, but he was already, had somebody right in his face. So just not a lot of separation tonight from these Trojans.
Toss goes to Bowman. Bowman runs into that line, and look, the Bears have not stopped their physicality tonight.
Yeah, no gain there. Going to make it 3rd and goal from the 21-yard line.
Such a tale of two halves indeed it was, rolling under a minute. Trojan season will end, Nick, at 9-3.
Yeah.
9-3 overall.
So Kaysen came out to about the 30, and they pulled him back, brought Noble because Tyler had lost his helmet. But so Kaysen has not had a carry this half.
And you go back earlier when he came out limping just a little bit, and I said, hey, look, let's not chance that anymore. There's a snap throw over to Fontenot. Fontenot's got to spin around again. They've got to get into the end zone here. 22 and 21, and clock stops with 21 seconds remaining.
7-yard gain there on that little screen.
21 seconds left in this one. Trojans face 4th and goal, and still not an ounce of quit in the Trojans at all. They're not going to snap it, and that's going to be your ball game. Final score, 44-6. Trojan season comes to an end in Memorial Stadium in Baton Rouge. Nick, great season, but a tough night to end this one. Trojans will drop this one, and their season comes to an end in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, unfortunate. Was looking forward to that trip to New Orleans if they made it. Would have liked to have seen the rematch. We'll try to pay attention to the next game. If it's televised between Catholic and Carr. Actually, going to be going to New Orleans to pick up Tyler with Marlene Friday. He comes in to visit with us for a few days, and would have liked to have gone to watch and call a football game and have Tyler and Marlene come and watch it, after they pick him up. But just unfortunate that that's not going to happen for you Trojans.
No, Coach Hudson Fuller and this Cur Dog team, these Bears had a tremendous game plan coming out of the second half. Trojans had some points that they left on the board early on. Don't know if a bigger lead might have changed the momentum or done something, but just the season. And I'm looking down on the field, and I see Coach Bachman, and he is just probably as disheartened as I think I have seen him in even after that Edna Carr loss. I think he was more fired up.
Yeah.
But this just has a look of, man, that one got away.
Yeah, I'm watching our coaches watch the line and kind of supervising them, seeing theirs, hugging and celebrating. And, of course, they've got to, like I said, they definitely deserved it. They earned it. They seem to be a little motivated, Doug. I don't know if they were, if there was a few things that motivated them. There wasn't much talk, but I do know that there was a couple of riders that had predicted that the Trojans was going to win this one, and they seemed a little more
miffed at that.
Yeah, a little miffed at that.
Well, the second edition of the Road to the Dome comes to the end here in the quarterfinals. A game that was from the second half all Catholic of Baton Rouge. And, man, I'm telling you, it was just a tough night as I look down. Make sure you pick up your copy of The Road to the Dome. It is out and available now. Nick, I see you perusing.
Yeah, let's, you mind if we take a second just to mention the seniors?
Let's please do.
Okay, number 8, Carrick Gaines.
Yeah.
senior. Then number 21, Ja'Carrion Frazier, Jay Frazier. Number 22, Grayson Bevels. Number 24, Jay Spikes. Number 25, Andrew Montague. Number 27, Zibakarian Franks.
Yep, Z Franks, yeah.
And on this number 46, Xavier White. What a pleasure it has been to call his games.
Going to be fun watching him next season wherever he ends up.
Number 51, Peyton Hobbs, senior, another one that's just been a pleasure just calling his games and watching him over the years. Number 55, Aiden Price, senior offensive lineman. Number 73, Jaden Clemens, senior offensive lineman. Number 76, Riley Nugent, senior offensive lineman. Number 84, Grayson Thibodeau. Number 83, Bryce Letzinger. Number 85, Clayton Doyle. And look for Thibodeau and Doyle on our baseball broadcast in the springtime. Number 87, Tristan Spears, senior. Number 91, Chris Hood, outside linebacker, senior. Number 92, Ethan Richard, senior. Great to see his senior year. That's your seniors for your Trojans there, Doug.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, you'll see some of these doing different sports, certainly track and field. You'll see Trey Doherty move over to Coach Brasher and that basketball team.
Okay.
A lot of production out of Trey. Trey is a ball handler there and will lead a lot of that offense. Of course, our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game all season long. Big shout out to Louisiana Athletic Club, our friends at Trios, we told you. Of course, Little Cakes with Big Attitudes, who has been helpful for us. Look for them to do some things with us for softball this season with the LV Foundation. This one's in the books. It has been one of those nights. Not going to deter what a great season it has been. Trojans will finish at 9-3, 18-2 over the last two seasons in the regular season, but another quarterfinal end to the season. 2 years ago it was Carr, last year it was the Dome, and here it is. And you'll take that kind of production, Nick, every year.
Yeah, I know it's not. I know Coach Bachman's, talking about the standard, but we did talk, and this is now, multiple years where they've been in the top 8, in PowerPoints. And Doug, we talked about that on the way here.
Yeah.
And how many divisions it's actually, 8 of the teams that are left are in the top 10 on like 4 of the divisions of the 8 divisions. So not a lot of upsets, and it's definitely good to be in those positions.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up here from Memorial Stadium. Of course, great work by our crew tonight here. KP Miles down on the sideline getting our pregame and halftime interviews. Of course, Matthew Magnano, who kept up with the score, did the camera for us all season long, but moved back over to the scoreboard tonight. And not a lot of great things on it, but certainly thank our friends at Wallace for allowing us to be a part of that with you. A couple of guys that joined us for this one, Landon Anderson. Big shout out to Robert, who was back home. He is with that Menard crew, and we know Billy was listening tonight, and Coach Scully and those guys, so big shout out to them back home. But here our crew, Landon Anderson on camera for us. Nick Morrow helped us out with LCU, Menard, and then learned a little bit of instant replay work tonight, so we appreciate the work there by Nick Morrow. Partner, it's been a fun ride this season, and man, I'd love to keep going with it, but we'll see you again on Menard Baseball is where you'll be. You and Danny will get back out there for that pretty soon, so looking forward to that as well. Anything last we need to know on the scores?
Yeah, well, we have 3 2 5A teams advancing, all on the non-select side. We have Ouachita Parish over Parkway. We have the Ruston Bearcats over Southside, Neville Tigers over the Bar Buccaneers, and then Zachary, actually Central just took the lead over Zachary 27-24. And then let's see what we have on our side. Our side we have here Carr, big 43-12. Of course, we know the score here. St. Aug advances. They beat Rummel 35-10, and then John Curtis. So you have St. Aug will host John Curtis, and it looks like Edna Carr will host Catholic in the semifinals of Select. Division I.
Thank you, partner. It's been a great 3 years. We will see you baseball and softball and maybe a little soccer. Who knows?
Maybe so.
Maybe so. It can't be much colder than this. Guys, that will wrap it up for the 2025 campaign for the Ash Trojans. It has been my immense pleasure to be a part of this season with you along the way. For all of the fans, all the